Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Email, I'm grateful. Email, oh, kaka, oh, yeah, keru, Shandere katana baba rana la mashare liam patari andelebe ibela 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 ibela. We thank you, our King. We thank you, we thank you. Esemo esemo esemo. Worthy of my worship, worthy of my worship, worthy of my worship, worthy of my worship, Lord, you're worthy. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Stunning, you know.
Forgive us for that technical hitch. You are still logged on to TAC Television, the official TV station of the Apostolic Church Ghana, and this is the Morning Express. How has your week gone so far? It's the midweek already, but trust me, no matter how your week has been, God has got you. My name is Yesuto Gumenu, and today on the show from now till 10 a.m., we're bringing you content that not only informs you, but also will edify you. Henry, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, lady.
It's good to be here with you again.
Yeah, I mean, it feels so good to always be on the morning show because you are assured that you will live with an edifying experience.
Absolutely. Not only for our viewers, but for us also.
Exactly.
So what do we have coming up today?
Well, so coming up this morning, we have the wisdom nugget. Nugget. The Wisdom Nugget is where we give you wisdom, we give you strength, we give you words of life to begin your day. After Wisdom Nugget, we have Apostolic Inside. We get into the newspapers also. And into pay bebre and I actually say jumedi. So nyame nhyira say odi we fidie no ato TAG Television. Efri no so ya kopem se ebebo nondu no yenim se jumedi ebe nhyira de ama bebre. Enti menko ba bia koso ana hwe e TAG Television. Say upie dia ene e fa phone so data na ko Facebook ene YouTube at TAG TV. Enti we bia okobia ma phone enwo ho ma gadgets no wo ho na yenye dwumadie emfambom. Leave your comments as well on our walls. We will do well to acknowledge them. So if you are ready, we also are. Let's get into the wisdom nuggets for this morning. For I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And that's our wisdom nugget today from Isaiah chapter 41, verse number 10. Giving us some words of wisdom, some words of assurance, some words of empowerment. This is the Lord speaking to his children, that do not fear. So, lady, I believe the Lord acknowledges that so long as we are on earth, there is a tendency that fear may set in. There is a tendency that anxiety may set in.
Absolutely.
So he, knowing all things, gives us the strong word that do not fear. I believe it's a good command to obey.
It is. And I say so because if you recall, on Monday we had Joshua 1.
Absolutely.
And it's also on this line.
Exactly.
So, like we say, he who has an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. This one to the viewers. What God is saying from Monday till now is that we should not be afraid.
Absolutely.
And because he is our God.
Yes.
So who he is to us is the reason we shouldn't be afraid. He's got us. You know, life is not always rosy. And particularly because we are living in a fallen world, you don't expect everything to go smoothly for you. But in the midst of it all, having God on your side, and not just on your side, but having God working things out in your favor, is something to be grateful for, and it's an encouragement to keep going on and not be perturbed by the challenges that we face. So I take that for myself.
Absolutely.
Also.
One other thing that gets me here is I am your God.
I'm your God.
I think it's very important that we know God for ourselves. He is committed to leading us so long as we are committed to following him. And he's in
the sky. What does he care about what we go
Israel
through?
Nyankopon, Abraham Nyankopon, Apostle Nyankopon. But once so swear, with me to say, oh yeah, me Nyankopon.
Absolutely.
I believe it's very key on the floor. Personalize God for yourself. Walk with him personally. See him as your God. And so long as you acknowledge him as your God, he said he is committed to being with you. And his presence with you is what makes all the difference. You should not fear because he is with you.
Amen.
And then he goes on to say that do not be dismayed. I will strengthen you and I will help you.
I like the help aspect.
Absolutely. So, you know, two key things there, strength and help.
And help, yes.
Strength and help.
Yes.
I believe strength is very key. The ability, the energy to be able to get going, to be able to get things done. And they tell us there are different types of strength. Somebody can be strong psychologically, but spiritually he may be weak. Somebody might be strong spiritually, but what about physically?
What about financially?
Financially, you know. So I believe God being our strength cuts across all spheres of life. He is here to strengthen you, not only spiritually. Usually when we think about God,
and that's quite an error because it's the spiritual God that created the material world.
Absolutely.
So you wouldn't expect that even as a spirit, as he is, making this physical material world. He will remove himself and say, it's dirty, it's filthy, I don't want to associate myself. No, he's right here with us. That's why one of the names of Jesus is Emmanuel, God with us.
God with us.
So I like that aspect about the help also.
Yeah.
Because many times we're looking for human beings to help us.
Absolutely.
And it's good. But you see, the help has to be divine first.
Absolutely.
Before it is translated into the natural.
Yeah.
So you say, Nyami ambuawa, nipa ntumi
mbuawa. I think I connected to the devotional guide from the Riches of Grace.
Okay.
So the Riches of Grace, if you're watching us, is the devotional guide by the Apostolic Church Ghana. Every morning, you can get it on our YouTube or, on our WhatsApp channel. So the topic for today from the Riches of Grace is put your trust in no man.
No man, yeah.
And he said, oh,
yeah.
And, my apostle says that, and yes, any panel on Pesobe Bow. And dra obetimi akase meboa genuinely or opepano se obeboa but within time and space bibia betumi esi because of nipa and yes na odada no akomapa senka
obeboa like we say beyond his control,
exactly beyond his control. So why would you put your trust in onipa bibi betumi esi ne kwan other than onyankopon a bibia ntimi esi ne kwan? God is not limited by time, he's not limited by resources, he's not limited by anything at all. But onipa de bibi betumi esi nipa kwan, ahoden betumi esi nipa kwan, emre betumi esi nipa kwan, but the rade de bibia ntimi esi ne
kwan. So it's a question of vision. What do you see?
Absolutely.
Once hey, I'm looking at you. When you say you want to help me, it's so easy for me.
Exactly.
Do you see? But we need to see God with the eyes of faith. Said like Hebrews says that he who comes to God must know that he is.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't see him like you don't see the air, but you see the effects or the actions of the wind or the air around you. So the same with God. Because you can see him.
Yeah.
But with God, you don't need your physical eyes to see. Just even tracing his former works in your own life. You can tell, say, maybe is the same God. He's able to do it today also.
Absolutely, the same God. Let me just touch on the final bit, which is, I will uphold you.
Tell me about it.
The right hand of God is a place of power, a place of authority, a place of strength, also a place of victory. Ene na tumidie nso ewo yen odofo ano pay emu akomentu erade ahye yembo so be hye yenden na waboa emu a upia ko onyuma so yi hunu se erade kan ho obe hye woden obeboa ne nsani fa basa no nso ode be so mu ama nkonimdie ewo ne dey.
Amen. 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 And on that victorious note, we would like to take a leap into the world of the newspapers and see the stories that are making headlines. So the newspaper review is coming up shortly. You are still locked on to TAC Television, the official TV station of the Apostolic Church Ghana, and you are watching the Morning Express, your edifying experience. We'll be right back. Come back, and we appreciate you for staying with us here on the Morning Express on TAC Television. It's now time to look at news making the headlines from some newspapers. And I begin with the Ghanaian Times. It says over 4,000 drivers denied licenses after mandatory eye tests last year. And that's coming from the DVLA. And government offers tax incentives for factories outside Accra. And one of the very trending news in town, it says ex-Maslock CEO extradited to serve 10-year jail term. And GMA distributes 20,000 life jackets and deploys 200 guards. These are news items coming from the Ghanaian Times. So for Henry, I think the ex-Maslog CEO story will be making headlines in more of the papers.
Definitely,
so what do you have there?
Would. So I have here the new crusading guide leading with a banner headline: standoff brews between Sunyani Hene and Doma Hene over illegal mining site. Not a good one there at all. Standoff between our chiefs is nothing to write home about. Also here on the front page of the new crusading guide, it says Mahama to cut sword for Central Phase 2 on June 24. So yesterday we got news that we are going to start refining our oil right here in Ghana. They got about 1 million, barrels of crude oil from the Jubilee fields. And we are hoping that Central will be able to do the refinery, doing it very well. So we get the best of everything we mine right here in Ghana. So I think it's a good one day to have the president cut the sword for that project on June 24. Also here, NLA revenue puzzle. There's been a puzzle for a while, and it's trying to explain why KGL outperformed 29 operators as far as, NLA and gaming and all that is concerned. Also here says Tetegu residents upset as authorities fail to dredge Densu River estuary. So obviously
on flooding,
people are not happy. Yes, still on flooding. They were expecting the government or the authorities to do some dredging of the Densu River, which according to the newspapers has not happened yet. So they are definitely upset there. Finally, here on the front page of the new crusading guide, it says Afrinic establishes Ghana's largest sustainable commercial cocoa plantation. And you see the story on page 10 of the new crusading guide. I think it's good news to establish commercial cocoa plantations right here in Ghana. It's been one of our leading, revenues as far as exchange commodities.
And being a forestry person.
Absolutely. It's good. They should establish more. But, just like Centro is doing, beyond the establishment of the plantation, it's good that we begin to look more also at processing. Because so long as you keep exporting your raw materials, you will definitely not get the full benefits of what is due.
And we've been doing that since Nkrumah.
Since Adam.
Yeah.
Beyond Nkrumah. So this is a good call, but let's begin also to look at, refining and processing what we grow here. I think that's all we have for the new crusading guide.
And for the daily guide, we have minority condemns arrest of NPP members. And again, on that cocoa story, Afarinik distributes 400,000 free cocoa seedlings to Volta region farmers. And the extradition story of the ex-Maslog boss to serve 10-year jail term is there with a picture of Mr. Sedinam Tamaklo. So going back to that, our court rejects portions of OSP key witness testimony and Rambo teacher cage for assaulting female students. And this is coming from the Daily Guide newspaper. If we stay a little on the Sedinam Tamaklo story, it is a testament to the fact that justice can be served.
Absolutely.
Regardless of how slow the wheel travels.
Exactly.
You arrive at a destination that you need to face the consequences of one's misbehavior.
Absolutely.
And it's also important to hold public officials accountable.
Yeah.
So, in the past, the narrative has been that, the person can just get away, particularly when power changes hands.
Absolutely.
But this is somebody who said from 2013 to 2016, but now it's, under the same president. Yes.
And that is the interesting thing here. Now on her government, the government she used to serve is now in power. And the law has still caught up with her. So I believe it's a good test case as a country. As you said previously, once power changes.
People can get away with so much.
But there's a test case to really see whether she will be left off the hook or made to face the consequences of whatever her actions, has been. Being a good caution for all those, in public service or wherever you are. Men say, the
political impunity will stop at a point.
Exactly. But it will be good to serve this caution, so that we are all careful, not only those in the public sector, but maybe I would be it was say, send ye Unsa be clean.
Clean. And when it comes to money, you see, this is not only about politics, so I'm sorry to say, but it's even in church. When I say church, I don't mean our church, I mean the body of Christ.
Yes, the body of Christ.
You know, people, in Jesus said that, look, you can't serve both God and money.
Absolutely.
So money is a big deal, whether you are in politics, whether you are in media, whether you are in church.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't look at the politicians and think that they are more, you know, corrupt than everybody else, and so they should face the law. You too, you're a human being, a regular person. How do you handle money? Do you steal from your employer? Do you steal from government? Do you pay your taxes? So it goes to all of us.
Yeah.
How we handle money, particularly money meant for other people, is so important.
Absolutely.
So we pray that more of this will happen to generate public trust in our judicial system.
Certainly. If you're done, let me take us to the Chronicles. Okay. The front page of the Chronicles leads with this headline that government plots Ofori Atta's extradition, AG to meet U.S. counterpart soon. I believe this is, you know, coming up from, setting up Tamakulo's extradition.
Yeah.
So people are calling that once this has happened, let's
follow
see
suit.
Honorable Ofori Atta also, you know, come back from our finance minister. Let's see how that churns out. Also here, Gordon Asaribediako is telling NPP that their comeback will be deliberate and not accidental.
Wow.
Definitely, if you want to come back to power, you have to be deliberate. You have to be intentional and, you know, plan that as it may happen. Finally, here on the front page of the Chronicle, it says, after grueling legal processes, Sedinam Ationu finally extradited to Ghana. Still on that story. Of caution.
For obvious reasons, it's going to make the headlines today.
For some days. That's all we have for the Chronicle this morning.
Okay, so from the Informer, we have Mahama sets criteria for performance, warns appointees against sponsoring awards.
Yeah.
And,
I think for a while now, this has been in the news.
I wonder, you know, of course, we need to assess ministers because they serve us.
Yeah.
But for people to set up award schemes, do you know the person's KPIs, key performance indicators? So, in fact, on social media, some of the awardees, they were being run down. They said, this one I want to pay his or her way to have the award. So now the person who assigns them says, I'm going to set a criteria for performance.
Absolutely.
So you can't go and ask somebody to do an event and award you to be best this or best that. And I think that's a call in the right direction.
I think, yes, it's definitely the right direction that, you know, government appointees for their KPIs and their, you know, their scale of preference should be public.
Yeah.
Because they are public servants. Once he is in power, let the people know that, okay, this is what I've given the person to do. These are the job descriptions and these are the expectations.
Yeah.
Then we can hold them responsible. We as journalists can then follow them and ensure they are doing the right thing. But if we don't know even their terms of work or, you know, what the KPIs are, you're saying, how do we hold them responsible?
Yeah. So
then
somebody can just get up and just say, I'm awarding Minister A.
Them. Yes.
And if they don't like it, they say you didn't do well. If they like, say, you are our best minister. So from the Informer, Bawumia unveils cocoa rescue policy as farmers demand lasting solutions. And there's a big question there. Was ex-mass lock balls sneaked out of Accra airports? Then Accra waste crisis. Stakeholders demand sustainable funding shifts. And NLA boss rallies global actions against illegal gambling. And that's coming from the Informer.
All right, let me take you to the front page of the Daily Searchlight. The Daily Searchlight leads with this one. Declare payment of common fund into MP's private accounts illegal. As a citizen of the land heads to the Supreme Court with this one. A very interesting one here also says, desperate EPA urges traditional authorities to deploy Diabo against Galamsey.
Oh, how?
Diabo. Who's
calling for that?
The EPA. According to the Daily Satellite, the EPA has been overwhelmed, as it were, with Galamsey.
Okay.
You know, they are trying to protect the environment. But the inside, the more they force, the more the menace continues. So, any omo katra ahim for say. So be to Galamsey was aswa monko boni.
That's the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA. So does it mean that they are tired of implementing their laws And now they are resorting to a diabo.
I think it just tells us the level of, desperation and frustration that I could just imagine how they are feeling. Your office has been set up to control the menace, but it appears the more you try, the more the menace gets out of hand. Some people think that curbing Galamsey is almost becoming an impossibility because the scale to which it has gone and the distraction to the water bodies is just too much. Not to side with them, but I think it's time that as a people, we take a firm stand against this menace. It is so rooted into our roots, and it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, and it affects all of us eventually.
Absolutely.
Because now you have to be careful the source of the food you're eating.
Yeah.
If it's coming from those Galamsey sides, like your contumely, your yam, your cassava, you are very cautious because there can be lead deposits in there that are harmful to your health.
Exactly. So, and the worry
but
here is that...
It's an expression of...
It's an expression of frustration.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. As a food science student, sometimes you cannot tell where the food is coming from. Yeah. But no Krene say there are deposits of heavy metals, like mercury, out of these the chemicals they use
to do the
and those things are highly, dangerous to our health. You may not know Okotobanchi or Madina Jum. Ubede who say
lead will mercury.
Exactly. Ubede who say if Galamsey Satana. The answer bunch na efe ne bone na wato. And that is what puts all of us at risk.
Yeah.
Enti untimi ntena ofie na onka so wo media mfa me ho after all mfa me ho. Ensu a wo no meduane a wodi unnim be be free.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say medua bibia o me fie obedua banchi. What about
control?
Yes. How far can you do that? Of course we encourage that as a great people, but it has to be a consent to all of us. So umpo wan to ni a obebi beko kromo beto bi edi. Wadamfu bi beko kromo beto bi edi. And that is where you see the effect of what we are talking about. We are told that now babies in some of those areas are born with some
defects because of
and it's
Galamsey.
Yes, because of Galamsey. Innocent children being born into this world
because of somebody's greed.
Absolutely, somebody's greed. So it's a concern to all of us. So understanding their frustration according to the Daily Searchlight, this is what they are saying. But of course, we are not for that. We hope that everything gets on properly and things get well done. Finally, here on the front page of Daily Searchlight, a little politics there. It says MPP petitions UN on Mohammed's antics. So NPP is saying that the president, they are protesting against what they call growing state-sponsored political harassment by the current government, and they are petitioning the UN, to talk about that.
Okay.
That's all for the front page of the Daily
Let's see
Searchlight.
how that travels.
Absolutely.
But I have the custodian here, and it's carrying one of the stories that you mentioned, declare District Assembly Common Fund payments to MPs illegal, Ghanaian citizen to Supreme Court. And Anodompre donates 208,745 Ghana cedis for Nsawam Hospital OPD expansion. Then what is presidential about them? Kwesi Pratt questions credentials of NDC aspirants. And you have his picture right there. The Lands Minister launches small-scale mining scheme. So this one is the certified one.
Yeah.
It's not the illegal one.
Exactly, the illegal one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what the company
and then World Cup 2026 kicks off tomorrow.
Hooray!
And we are rooting for GH.
Stars. Of course, go Black
Stars. Go Black Stars, go. No heartbreaks. Then Waste Managers.
That's all I can say.
Okay. Waste Managers urge sustainable funding for Accra sanitation. All these are coming from the custodian.
All right, Republic Press is leading with Sedinam's extraditions. It's Sedinam at Ationu lands in Ghana. And KGL contribute 173 million Ghana cedis to NLA. This has been in the news for a while. But a very troubling one here, which has been in the news for a while. Ninehini Catholic SHS teacher assaulting female student in viral video arrested. This is so wrong, so bad, and so detestable. to have a male teacher, as the news is telling us, assaulting a female student is so awful. And it has to be condemned with the highest level of punity. I mean, it's not acceptable at all.
You should see the video.
It's completely unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Completely unacceptable.
Yes.
He needs to be brought to book.
Yeah, so let's agree that, yes, if you feel that the student has gone wrong in a way, I'm not sure that's the way to go about it.
Not at all. Corporal punishment is even out of the picture now. Even canes. How much more physical assault? I mean, it's completely out.
So there's a gender twist there.
I know, right?
You would ask if it had been a male student and calling the boxing. Also, Becca said the male student might match up to him in strength.
Of course.
And sometimes, some of these cases, it's beyond the surface like this. It also has some gendered meanings.
Exactly.
These students, they are of age now, 18, 19. Very unfortunate. And it's not the best. So we pray that the law will take its full course.
He should be dealt with.
Absolutely.
According to the law.
Yeah.
Still here, it says government targets $20 billion gold purchase to boost central bank reserves. And we have a picture of the finance minister, Dr. Kesel Atufos, in here.
Okay.
It's a good one. And then also government to set up gold processing facility in a brim, according to Kofi Bua. That is on page 6 of the Republic Press. A good one there, just like we are talking about this morning, that once the gold processing facility is set up, we get to refine our gold and we get to get more returns from what we mine here. Let's end with this one.
Okay.
And hoping to be a sense of relief that Komfo Hospital doctors suspend strike after Otumfuo's intervention. So according to the Republic Press, the doctors have suspended the strike after Asante Henne's intervention. Definitely a sign of relief.
Yeah.
Because when you listen to the news yesterday, we spoke about it, the distress call by patients. Because this is a referral hospital. Heart is a teaching hospital.
Yeah.
Obi so afaka abanisi kasa. Said the be Obi so ni baby kra odbeda ewo Kumasi honum. Because of new. So this is certainly a sign of relief.
Yeah.
We hope that both parties are able to do the right thing, so it doesn't recur. That's all for.
And let resource our hospitals too well,
absolutely,
so it can cater for the teeming number of patients.
Certainly.
Now from the Republic Press, it says Sedina Ationu lands in Ghana. So you have a picture right there. And KGL contributes 173 million to NLA, surpasses combined payments of 29 licensed operators. Then, of course, the Cath story that Henry mentioned, Cath doctors suspend strike after Otumfuo's intervention. And then Nyinahini Catholic SHS teacher assaulting female students in viral video arrested. Government targets 20 billion gold purchase to boost central bank reserves, and government to set up gold processing facility in Ibrim. So we hope that it will bring the dividends that are envisaged.
All right. Let me run through the publisher for the sake of time. The publisher says IEAG hails ICON's impact on port operations. Certainly a good call there. NDC 2028 raised Pratt questions credentials of hopefuls. This is not going to end anytime soon. Also, Edubuahen trial. Court allows key email evidence. And citizen moves to block the District Assembly's common funds payment to MPs. Mama Pat calls for strong action to end obstetric fistula. A very good call there.
Yeah.
This condition can be very distressing.
Yes.
Can be very distracting. What do we have to end the paper?
We are ending with the Business and Financial Times. Agbogloshi soil contaminated. Rice farmers demand 6-month import ban. Mining sector contributes 22.2 billion despite global headwinds. And government activates surveillance isolation systems to counter Ebola threats. May the Lord keep us safe from these viral diseases. So that's all by way of the headlines of the newspapers here on the Morning Express. We pray that you keep faith with us along this journey as we bring you an edifying experience. It's time to now do Apostolic Insight and know the things that set us apart as apostolics. So we are going for just that in a jiffy. Please stay with us on the Morning Express.
At TAC TV, we believe every business has a story worth telling. Behind every brand is dedication. Behind every product is hard work. Behind every entrepreneur is a vision. That is why we proudly introduce Market 360, a premium business spotlight platform created to position your brand with credibility, clarity, and national visibility. Market 360 dey yabasa yebebo odwede ne hu dawro e de ama wo oman Ghana mu anase bebi a wo bia se wo ye business owner wo tonton nyoma bi tse adanse hu nyoma wo si dan ton wo nsase a wo ton anampo se wo school na wo pese yebo hu dawro na kofo ehu school ene bebi a wo a Market 360 so e na wo benya sa akwanya we sempo wo advert na wo pese yebo ma anase wo pese ye nkofo ankasa ba wo chen ebetwa ba ade a wo ye ana dwumadi a wo die bia no ane se obefre ye e wo number yi so 0504 095351 0504 095351 Market 360 dwedie wasel ene se ebema mansan ate wonka.
The road to your destiny is a different road. And the first statement we are making is that only God knows that road, and only God knows how to take you on it. The journey you are about to take, the end has already been determined. Solomon Amayaki said, there's nothing new under the sun. He used wisdom. He didn't use an aloof spirit. Whom you serve continually, where is your faith? How can you perish if I am with you? Who can be against us? Not your intelligence, not your wealth, not your strength, but faith. These few verses describes one of the most beautiful lives that you can find in the Bible. He was giving birth to sons and daughters. Jesus, help us. We seem to have put God and the devil at the same level. What Enoch found, you will find.
The Journey of Life, showing on TAC TV on Sundays at 7 p.m. and the rebroadcast on Wednesdays at 9.
Unyame di Yesu breye bechire ye nyame. Su akoti nti se yenya fa Yesu pa yakoti bi afufu wonnim nyame na ye kana wasem na woti ase so oye supreme being oye omnipotent oye omnipresent oye omniscient ye wonime bi wo ha eba wa akwamu wum empuso because wonnim se oka ho ono na ewo ho
ebri ni bri a esese ejidifo nyina bema wo mo anamontu ani de omo ye bia ejina wonyame asem.
And when I'm offering authentic apostolic doctrine.
Order for your friend yourself for Buddha, I mean, Namsa, Quenje, so your tone, from Abba, Jumedia Fufrobia, TAC TV, so your friend on the apostolic distinctive Jumedia. On this journey, I'll be joined by apostles and several seasoned men of God as we delve into our uniqueness as apostolics, our tenets, our rules of conduct, our rules of beliefs, the kind of thing that makes us special as apostolic. So this and every Sunday,
Hello there, welcome back, and you're still watching the Morning Express here on TAC TV, where we're belting the globe with the gospel. Morning Express, we promise to give you an edifying experience, and Anope, it is time for the Apostolic Insight. Aha na ye cheche nyama ema apostolic for a danso. You can distinguish them from the others. Nanopawe and Raya she bibi ase efa asore no near asori ne che near ejina emma na anopa we no wasamba mene Pastor Daniel Teria Udro, currently the acting manager of TAG TV Limited and the media pastor of the Apostolic Church Ghana headquarters. Pastor Udro Pacho Akwaba Subium. Thank you say wasan ababium. Na senya yesha asie endra no endra o ma yeti asie se asori no ye kan asori na asafo no enye building no asori dan na esi hon na mmom nipa na ewom no omo de omo kra ne omo aginkwa ama nyame omo ginedi saa na omo yati ase na omo yehu nyinti asori no so ewo ho na no power no we want to delve deeper. Again, we asimu na yewo no emu nsem bebre nti anopa no ye pese yehu say what role should asori no play in addressing social and moral challenges and then we face your communities.
Okay. But I say mpese ye hye ma bi nso na betumi adim wai papa ama de ye kan yi on ye kan the church asafuna ye hunu say eye won a wapa won Greek word ecclesia. Okay. Nti obi oji Yesu di obinya da nkwa no won wo kan wumbo mu a ye frɛ the church. Right. Na sa church ni ye wo universal church. Nti obi bia waji Yesu adi no eka ho. Na ye wo injichemu mienu omo mawu ye from the church triumphant. Okay. So omo wi omo adwuma omo wa ani chem omo te asete semene o. Yeah, the church militant. Okay. Yeah, they are srafo, yeah, soldier for, yeah, pim, ekoyedi. The church triumphant and the church militant. Okay. Na ni nyina mu no, ese bi hu ade baako. Christ is the founder of the church. Right. To look at Matthew 16:18 na okano sa ewo. Na the purpose but I into the asafo ne si ho ne say obeye nipa onyankopon emba timakasa obi oji Yesu dim benya dankwa now ye benya saa dankwa ne wie a de ebeni wa maye ahyede se yenkoye amama nyina ne suafo na ansa na ye amama ne suafo. This is what is expected. Okay. We are to be more like Jesus and produce after our kind. Okay. You see? So we are like Jesus in character. And we produce after our kind. So if you talk about the Apostolic Church as part of the Universal Church, we are a denomination. Okay. So as much as we fulfill the Great Commission, the other say yensa say yenkoye say yen ye be say Yesu ni e be afoforo so be say Yesu eno na ma the very purpose of the church being fulfilled. After the ubisa ye no then asafo no be ye be siesi ne ma ama won atumi atena se so Nyankopon emma. Now yen hye bibi nso ha ofa asafo a ye wo sese ye kwa asore yes, we go there to receive the word of God. Right. We go there to be trained. I told you we are the church militant. Right. So there we receive training. Training, okay. Then we go out there to practice what we've been taught. So this is what is expected. Okay. It is expected of the leadership of the church to train their members to be change agents everywhere. Okay. So at home, workplace, in their communities, neighborhood, everywhere, we are to be the change agents. Okay. So if a church is there, like our church, and we are indeed training people, preparing them, teaching them to be change agents everywhere, then we are fulfilling that mandate. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And see, you're not just keeping it to yourself. Exactly. You're being trained and you also go ahead to train others. And then they also continue. It becomes a cycle.
Wow.
To kwa sorry. Ni ye chere wa. Uyo okunu be ye okunu pa ofi. Oyere be ye oyere pa abofra be ye abofra pa ofi. Uko school a fa se suban na akọ. Ombu bra wo pe. You live by the dictates of scripture. It is what you've been taught. That is what you practice everywhere.
Right.
So that is what leadership should instill. The various presbyteries, the pastors, the elders, the deacons, the movement leaders, they are to teach the people and encourage them to reflect Christ everywhere.
Now, so for you mentioned the Great Commission. Yeah. For what is the Great Commission first of all, and how can the church effectively make sure this Great Commission is fulfilled in this media age and a technology age, a digital age? Yes.
It is the marching of this from Christ Jesus to the church. So when it comes to us, this is what is expected of us. We have to take advantage of technology to fill the media space with Christ-centered content.
Okay.
So
not running away from it
at all,
like some churches are doing.
Let me say this: we shouldn't see technology as SSS,
right?
As something coming from the camp of the enemy.
Right.
No,
because some churches are trying to run away from it.
Bible nankasa kase ewiye no mre no nimdie ebedoso. Edi nyankopon na dwenim wa kire na wa tworo nso ato. Edi de yehu nyina no enya ne obi aye o. Eye de twere semo no aka na abem. Se nimdie ebedoso. Se ente sa ye hwe bibi. Adenti ne ebo mpaya. Yenim se nyankopon or baby, yeah. But ya ginu pa enim so na hwem ndi kasa ote. Say ye kasa kirem from. But a corner soon. Enti say ye wo technology. Someone might be in the United States, but we can communicate with that person right now. You can do video call, the person will see you. Right. What difference does it make? Enti say ni nyamete ni su. This said your person we are saying no. Ehunim de no dia. We have to take advantage of technology and ensure that we fill the media space with Christ-centered content. So that when they tune in and they receive any message, WhatsApp, TikTok, whatever, it is a Christ-centered message. It isn't something to entertain people.
Right. To constantly remind them.
Exactly.
Constantly, okay.
Exactly. You see, to say nyum na move.
Aye.
Nyum na betumi ato akoma mu a we Kristo le dey but omu nyum na bi no. Wa hwekra o ma go say wa do 9 FM from. Say yen so adom erade dey adom yen. It be creative content. Near spread it across. In this go be tune no benya brebi. Obi receive message nwan ko benya de foforo. Say ye dey na papa. That is it.
And so for my main divertic you said we should take advantage of media space in this digital age. What about churches? Most churches are doing that. But members of my own say they are now replacing the personal, should I say, intimacy with God or meeting with the brethren, like as some can say, no
forsaking the assembly of the saints.
We are taking advantage of the media. Now they are using that to replace being there in person. What do you have for them? What would you tell them? Because, like you said, it's good to take advantage, but after a replacement, how do we go about that?
The word underlined is it shouldn't be a replacement. Rather, it should be a supplementary kind of thing. And just as I say, for city life, a bit far away, it only means of transport. But as I say, or back a numerous sorry, or Poma, as also the following day, or Juma. So if there is a means of technology to share fellowship, why not? But said the
becomes constant thing every time. And down or free crowd new jum crown or because that feels more convenient. So we tune a car if you be or no be pay or no be pay or need a camp for say true send your be foul and a nanty to the church is a problem for such a person.
The only bit too on for say unya media dear na no assume. Bress say ye this year moonson, no so or the account. Eboa bibiro so should be no juma or moya, especially those who provide essential services. Net jumenti on to me quite regularly, but say we were home to me, Eginas. Now, on also I join a fellowship. But say quite bad, no one says, say, or name a hotel for which ye as to me. Now, intimacy, no fellowship, no, I have strong.
Now, so for the church is usually seen as baby sebio say omwatete apansa, you know, the poor, the marginalized, the vulnerable. It was society mono. People assume and expect the church to be there for them. What is the church's responsibility towards them? Say they have to, just because they are trying to, you know, imitate Christ.
So Luke 19:10. Jesus says he came to seek and to save that which was lost. Or by so be no waje de ira. So is to achieve for. You heard he used to ye. Na ye so ye bi. Yesu ka asem no bi breji di oba hin nim. Baby won so ka asem no no mo yare. Osa won yare. Binum na komo de won. Or say me ja won se won kwa. They will faint on the way. So he had compassion for them. Then he went the extra mile to provide food for them. All your crowd, as you have also the India. Also, we just have a moment the idea. In fact, every wages be brave, a can't boom and sana, yet to me about. But he used to say, Momom bibi. Ain't he? Oma, Abraboni omen dinu ye. For one reason or the other, it is our responsibility to take care of them. And it is practical. Prisons ministry. There are people in prison at the moment, which is not fault of theirs.
Right.
Yes, they are there. Maybe bibinti. I said it. The old home pass ebe. Eyo noa nem from so. Omunti na Yesu. Eba. The prisons ministry I said that. So we have to visit the orphanages. We have to visit hospitals. And so you practical example I'm doing mawi. Say rade adomu kakra. Nye bi brisa kakra. Should be a wo obro no neso.
Okay.
Aw hiamwa. Faneka o man.
Budget.
Faneka o dependence. Sometimes and just ordinary bet na we feel. But bet you to the school fees. But you have to exercise books man.
And teacher say sorry say me cancel. And say o chain na nipa ni be bisaw answer.
Exactly. You have to have compassion for them, just as Jesus did. And to be vulnerable, the poor, the widow. And so then you reach out to them. You have to extend hands of mercy to such people. So it is our responsibility.
Right.
And by what the self-contained Christianity, you have to take care of others.
Right.
Yes.
So for Asorino has members from different backgrounds. Obiane in a tribe, obiane in ethnicity, obiane nema yeditete no oni. How does the church unite people from all these backgrounds to make sure say because you see we are experiencing that a lot in the church, and I'm grateful to say one can say the Apostolic Church Ghana and one church. You know, it cuts across everyone that believes in Jesus, you know. So how does the church do, or what does it do, to unite people from all kinds of backgrounds?
Yes, we do more in Empire. The Empire of boy, in unity. John 17. That's why already verse 18. I said that they may all be one. Now some more can you say, "Ye be back." Said you are not near Jano, a back. Edi see a back Christo more Paul can be. Say Greek fool, Hela fool, Jew fool, Yesu mono, we are one. Edi I had nothing in a taifi in Pennyford. Say Omunya discriminating. Pet! That is our name, man. In Pennyford, but say, be a Christo actually. You never who say about no class system. A sikafu, a hiafu, you free through, you fear nafu. You know about why? Because this is a secret. We have one Lord,
Right.
one Savior, one baptism, one faith, then one Spirit.
Okay.
Says no whom what usikanimu, and as soon as you're here anymore, then we can promote that kind of thing. But you see, there should be that unity,
Right.
and diversity. As soon as you be but you're back close to more. At that, then there's a my be who's so. And so on, why no more down? Why no more down?
Yesu Christo.
Why no more men so down?
Yesu Christo.
Why no ye intend Jina for or Dima Menewo? Yesu Christo.
That's right.
It is ye who knows, sir. You so and so no. Young couple, I see a bay back.
That should be enough a factor to unite.
Exactly. Now, my men can use on count. See, if I'm penny for the Ombeya, number say unity, but yen so, yen resa a hand time, it be free, matching, me will my name saying kind of thing. Say, yen as a for man and so, ye free, but there shouldn't be competition.
Right.
Rather, we should complement, we should help one another. Mission, no, dear Maya, the very purpose for our existence, we'll be able to fulfill it. That is it.
That's very, 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 very good to know. Nampacho, how does, as a Christian, how is a Christian supposed to support? Practical ways will be to me as supported as sorry no in fulfilling their mission. Say omo the needy, say omo spreading the gospel in whatever way. How? What are some of the practical ways a Christian can do that?
Okay. So share Christ near. One, you are to be like Jesus. And only ultimate. So you live to please God. You don't live to please man. What do you know? Nya beye obotaya. Afobos what do you be away? It falls in line. You don't live for yourself. You live for Christ and for others. Into obehese the Christ chiro. The usia wona semu. What dey here adwuma. Eno na ebebo. See eto da bia enya ade nyina na umbechiro wa so. But if you are in tune with God, he ministers to you and he ministers through you. So you become that vessel through which God dispenses himself.
Okay.
So if God wants to show mercy to someone, he will show it through you. If you want to demonstrate his faithfulness, his love to others, you are the vessel he will choose. So what I will say is that the believer should present himself as someone who is an imitator of Christ.
Right.
And who lives to please God. Unya do who see what was our quite so bad. Where we ebe boa ma safo no ne mission no etumi akoso. Said the day kaka you become a change agent. And you become the vessel God works through.
Right.
All the time. So that's one of the ways believers can help fulfill the purpose of the church.
That is really, I like that you said that, but before can you give us your final words to the fellow members, to our leaders in the church, our brothers and sisters out there in other churches?
Dear making Koma Yasaf, the Apostolic Church Ghana.
Right.
Imuni penina. Ene Oma waka wa Jesus Christ di nyina. What can be say what distinguishes us from other churches? Right. Now, say ye use asedena. If we ourselves are like becoming more like Jesus and producing after our kind, it makes us unique.
Okay.
And ojidi ni bi owo apostolic asafu mu hwese obese Kristo then you produce after your kind obi bia nso o hwe ye nne no ono nso hwese obese Yesu then ono nso be produce after ne kind ebasa then the universal church na meka anwa say ye nyina hinnimu adwuma na yeye na ma asafo no botaenti a Kristo de teye no atumi abem. So we should in our ways endeavor to be like Jesus and work hard to produce after our kind.
Right. Thank you so much, Pastor Daniel Teria Odo. You've heard it all. The church, many wo account say, oh, yeah, apostolic, ni apostolic for pet, but wow, Jesus Christ, being part of the militant church, because you and I are living. So being part of the militant church, you have to make sure you are being trained, you go through the training and train others also to be right, exactly like Christ in all our ways in and then don't just be also okay with using technology at your home. Anytime you have the chance or the opportunity, go there and be part of the brethren. Make sure at the end of the day that the Great Commission is being fulfilled at the end of the day. Unfortunately, we would have to end here on the Apostolic Insight. I hope you enjoyed it. We are still on the Morning Express, where we promise to give you an edifying experience. Stay tuned, just relax and enjoy music and fine arts.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying with us here on TAC Television, the official TV station of the Apostolic Church Ghana. And it is still the Morning Express here on TAC TV Live from our studios at the Apostolic Resource Center in Fafraha. It's time to delve into a very big discussion for this morning's discussion segment on the show. And you know, for flooding, it means different things to different people. And you can see on the news that, oh, there's flooding here, flooding there, but until it hits close to home, until it hits home, you don't feel the impact. You think that it's just statistics. People are suffering somewhere. But I can relate to the recent flooding in Accra. And so this morning on the show, we are talking about preventing flood disasters and whose responsibility it is. So come with me on this very important discussion as we look at our flooding conditions and ways to salvage that. So this morning, by the grace of God, I have two experts in the studio here with me. I'm talking about the Overseer Engineer Charles Asabri Ampoma, who is the head of Environmental Health and Waste Management with the Ghana East Municipal Assembly in the Domi Kwabenya constituency. And also with him is Madame Pearl Delali Akosua Fiato, Environmental Health Analyst. Lady and gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Express. We didn't have the rains today. We are blessed, aren't we?
Yes. We are.
At least so far. Sure. But how are you doing? Let me start from you, Pastor.
By the grace of God, I'm doing very well.
We thank God.
Yes.
And Madame Delali?
I'm also doing well by God's grace.
Yeah, we thank God.
I hope you're also fine.
I'm fine. Just that the floods are an issue. Like I said, you know, when it happens out there, you see it in the news, you think it's about others. But this current rains, you know, from last week and parts of this week, it has had an effect greatly on people close to me.
Yes.
So I can put myself in this interview like it is mine. But we're talking about preventing flood disaster in Accra. Let's look at what even causes the flooding in the first place. So let me begin with my experts, Auntie Delali.
Okay, so flood happens because of so many factors.
Okay.
It can be behavioral, it can be institution because of how maybe drains are constructed. It can also be an issue of just negligence, because there are so many things that we should have done personally or as a community, as an individual, we should curb flooding, but we don't do so. It has so many links to that. So that's what I can say.
So it's not a one cause thing. So I said this is the only cause of flooding.
No.
We talked about behavioral.
Yes, please.
And institutional.
Yes, please.
So let me come to Osofo. With these items, you know, the many causes, would you say that floods are man-made? Or there are some that are natural disasters?
Yes, yes. So thank you very much. And, you know, floods in Ghana, I would say, are man-made. But that doesn't mean that floods in general are man-made.
Okay.
Elsewhere, if there's a flood, then it means that the rainfall intensity has increased. That means that there was a lot of rainfall within a particular time frame. So that is what actually caused the flooding. So that's a natural disaster.
You talked about intensity, so not the normal rain.
Not the normal
Like
rain.
not just one rainfall, then it's flooded.
Exactly.
Okay.
Rain could fall for weeks. And that is not a rain that just falls for 2 hours. Like we have in Ghana here, it's a 2-hour rain that causes flooding in the whole city. No. So what we are experiencing here in Ghana isn't a natural disaster. It is largely human-induced. It's man-made floods.
It's man-made.
Yes.
So we humans engineered it in the wrong way, from the engineer's perspective. But what are some of the ways we have caused this? Because Auntie Delali talked about behavioral, you know, reasons or factors, institutional. But let's come to the behavioral proper. You said we have caused it. In what ways have we caused them?
Good. So we will take it from this direction. We have the engineering courses.
Okay.
And then, like she said, we also have the behavioral courses. Now, regarding the engineering designs, if you are very observant, you will realize that most of the drains that we have in Accra are either undersized or they are drains that have been designed long time ago that need redesign. You know, when the society is very small, runoff is also very small. As society develops, as people are building, as there are a lot of development that are rising up, the surface area for percolation of water reduces.
How you say percolation? The way the earth soaks up water.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So once that reduces, then definitely runoff water will increase. And when there's an increase in runoff water, and there are no proper drainage systems designed to receive those runoff water, water will always have its way. So then it will find its way into our homes and some other places. So it is not as if we cannot contain the rain that falls. Streams that we have in our neighborhoods, most of them are F drains.
Okay.
If we design them well, we line them, we create proper channels for them, looking at their capacity, the capacity of the water that comes, we should be able to manage the what we call it, the runoff. People say that, okay, you cannot build in waterways, but if you go to a country like Holland, the whole country is below sea level.
Wow.
The whole country is below sea level. Yet you don't experience flooding there. Why? Because you can engineer every, environmental situation and makes it work. So I think that the engineering aspect of it, we have failed. I could talk more about that, but let me move to the human aspect in terms of our behavior. In my municipality, for instance,
the Ga East.
Ga East, yeah. There's a river called the Odo. Okay, that's the river that gets to the sea at Circle.
Odo River. Because I should be very interested in that aspect.
Good.
Yeah.
So that river actually begins all the way from Abri, passes through Ga East, Abokobi, through Hacho. Yes, Circle. Through Alajo before it gets to Circle. Good. So when you see a flood at Circle, or you see a flood somewhere at Alajo and those places, it is not necessarily because there was a rainfall there, but because if there is a rain, even if there is a rainfall at Abri, because they are the upstream and those towns are the downstream, everything that happens there finally comes down there. Perfectly.
And the sense kakra to ha.
Perfectly.
Now ensure to suru ho.
Yeah.
And that is that the only place and show no was at the Odo River no.
Yeah, so I wanted to highlight on some of the human attitudes, especially along that water. One, we call something what do you call it? Buffer. There's a buffer for every water body. The buffer for every water body should be a minimum of 100 meters.
What buffer as it's saying?
As it's saying, say in should be the baby. And sana obetimi esidan ana say eduafu ayefu ana bibi ewo sa nsuo no. Ese uja kwan from nsuo no to adekona abaye no 100 meters.
Okay.
100 meters no. Na say eya akoye say 3 by 70 feet. Na say o ya akobe 200 to 300 feet.
Was that uja kwan bebre?
Uja sa kwan.
Okay.
Ewo nsuo no ho. But wo ba ye mamu ha no. Baby nsuo no da no just about 2-3 meters away from the water. Obiasi abronsan kese pa si ho. Ebinumu asisi toilet. Ho ne binumu ede adane baller site omo to baller.
Ebi kra ton ade wo ho. Mo piox wo ho.
Good. Enti ya encroach the buffer of the water bodies. Now, akobalo sa ni aye ne say insured at say tope. Na atwetwe niema eyeye ndia na say insured to yi ukohwe niema wo nsuo ma wo hu crofo fridge crofo boardie crofo mattresses niema hodo a enka ewo fie nka nsuo no atwe ni nyina nti nsuo no twe a na abesisi nsuo no kwan no Nti se be sisi kwan ne saa nsuo na eba no afei enya kwan inflow. Nsuo nya kwan inflow so a then it will overflow its banks. Afei enka overflow ne banks no a anka buffer no wo ho a nanka fa ho be yiri no endu be bia ni party. But because say yes see dan no asan within the buffer nsuo no yiri a yanim wani yedan ye fi
ye ho na ebe ko amenko I miss Madam Delali ho. Now, Madam, me pacho wo ka say institutional failures and institutional problems. Senior software can engineer e kano. Bafa no ye mfa nye djuma. Ye si abrosan wo ho, e di kiosk si ho. Sebi institutions they are mandating mu say munye mo djuma no aso munye mo djuma na.
Please, we are doing it. We are doing it, but just that sometimes human being is recalcitrant. If you say they shouldn't, they will do. And it's overwhelming sometimes to even do it because you don't have sometimes cars, you don't have tools to work with, you don't even have the willpower to work because sometimes the interventions from political people from high places, when you want to even demolish those kind of things or stop someone from doing that thing, the interventions that will come or the interference that will come are just too overwhelming. So it becomes sometimes difficult to do it. It's like, let's put human face to it. They are human beings, human rights, human this. Then it becomes difficult to do it. But at a point, we have to call a spade a spade. Yeah. Let's just look, it's good to sack someone right now than to lose one life. Yeah. Let's sack the people from that place. Let's let them know that this is a buffer zone. This place you can't build here. Even I used to say that if it's necessary for you to build, as he said, there is an engineering way to do it. Okay. You can raise pillars, heavy pillars, and build on it. Now when it comes, it passes under. You can use the under basin as a recreational center. It beautifies the place, but not to sit on the water and ask the water to give you way. The water cannot give you way. It will find its way to go. So we have to sometimes, and now that we are seeing the problem that is being caused, let's just close our eyes, sack the people, and save life tomorrow. That is why I say we should close eyes.
The June 3rd disaster, about 11 years ago, do you think it has taught us anything? Because we are in June 2026, and we are talking about the same things again.
And if we are not careful, another 10 years from now, it will happen, because there is something called 10 years retention period.
As the children is saying.
So 10 years retention period, the intensity of the rain that we had some years ago, 10 years ago, 10 years after, that same intensity or even more will come. So if you are not able to curb certain things now, 10 years after today or 3rd June, it will still come. That is called 10 years retention period. So during that 10 years to come, if our lifestyle, the way we build, the way we behave, the way we throw refuse around, even the drain we are constructing today, you should look at 10 years to come. Will that rain be able to hold enough water today as at 10 years to come? If it is not, let's do it at once. So that 10 years to come, it will be able to hold that intensity of rain or flooding or runoff that will come into the community.
So, send me American. Just say we have not learned to
nothing.
You can't create so for she.
Yes.
As a emotional reaction, be I didn't see her, and they say media wohoi, and one say hype. Oh, we are see what circle twin disaster. Na man a din kesi abrofo kesi you know. But say a be no say na mami the lali kano yenye, and to see ano yenye den osofo. What's the way forward?
Minim se minka twi o se minka bro.
The fafra.
So said na all can. The human attitudes contribute to 60% of the flood issues. The others will take the 40%. Nipa, especially Ghana for Ankasano, yasu yedin. Na metimi aka say ya mamre any the way in society ni teno so kan. Na ama yasu yedin no. Last week say yachi obi Obia, I think what was even the nuisance? Obia wa two baller at the good in Shum and Yakwachino. Yakwachino no. Yasama no, I didn't about office no. Yohana call every MPB ho buy. Many panono. Miss Remo, we dear, me cramonemu, me pamocho.
EPA ho.
Assembly ho. Yohana call for by assemblyman maybe afre. Afe zongo chief afre. We have chese impeni fua hudro bia babe pacho ama se nipa ne se o pacho yinja na onye bio
nanka asotwe be ne wo homa no
enti asotwe wo no man se ne first ne dan no a wasi wo no ye kobubu ni na ye kodri ni nyina egu afei so ye besan bonika afei ye besan de nato fiase unu bi so o man mu ha no mra kire se create sanitation offense bia it made to afiase minimum of 3 months 3 months but samra ni nyina no yemfa anya adwuma fi se yan kasankasa ye ho ne senia in society ne ti no ba ocho
yan kanu krentre ye ho
sa ne ma no na edi enya enti obi aye bone no na sisi obi asropu se obeka ne nyonko nokre because obi aye bone no a wo ka no beebi a nipa pi ti community and comfort no nea eva ne se bia o dijumedi bia emfa mo amre obi antimi nka because okoka wo na obenya asem ekire asemba obi anso meta wachi obi abeyi woma se wo nko na okokan enti yen society no emwa kwen befa so ayitimi ye pese ye solve sa flooding and environmental issues no enti media mesrese o man mu ha no je nyina ye ma ye nimre na ye nkase ye betu sa de we so sa unua bi o papa o maami o abusuani bi se o ye party member se o ye wa sorry ba e na wa koye bone na mra so no mu a ye nya no ye ma mra no eni ni juma na en serve as example to other people me pa cho misraw we de ye ne ne kwa sorry o we de minua we de mabusuani sa de no na
ede ye nya no
entimi ma ye ma mra enya adwuma, and that is the problem.
And a big problem it is. You are on the Morning Express here on TAG Television. We are talking about preventing flood disasters in Accra, and we are looking at our responsibility as individuals and also state agencies. It's time to get interactive. After this break, we are taking your calls. So please be on the standby with this number. You can call us 050-4095-351. Let me go over again. 050-4095-351. The number is on your screen. We are taking a breather. I'll be right back to pick your calls. It's the Morning Express on TAG TV. We'll be right back. Thank you for staying with us here on TAG Television. You are watching the Morning Express, an edifying experience. And we are discussing floods this morning, the cause of flooding in Accra. Every year, you can just guess the headlines once the rains begin to fall. And so we are asking ourselves, what can we do differently to change the narrative? It's been 11 years since that unfortunate Circle Twin disaster. But have we learned anything? With me in the studio are two experts when it comes to how to solve this flooding problem in our country, particularly in the capital. I have with me here Overseer Engineer Charles Asabre Ampoma, who is the head of Environmental Health and Waste Management at the Gan East Municipal Assembly in the Dome Kwabenya constituency, as well as Madame Pearl Delali Akosua Fiato, who is an environmental health analyst. Before we went on the quick break, they had made us know that the impunity and the dishonesty is causing us a lot when it comes to flooding. I pray that as you watch this program, you have a change of mind that will do things right and avert flooding in our own small ways, wherever we find ourselves. Engineer and my expert, thank you so much for your time with us. Before we went on the break, now you can niyama ebeya ebesi ekwan. Sin ebeya enye insuo beto bia na ebenya flooding situation. Say insuo beto bia na eja chroma flooding. Nti wo kan say yen kan ukre. Nipa no ya de na say emra no so ne mu a yen jai calls na ye no. And my expert minimum way me pacho nipa no di boni no yanka hwe no afa emrana so ne mu a na we in the MP afre ni way afre. How can we enforce the laws?
And you know, say asem so ba affect you bia.
That's right.
Nti onipa ba ko ebia ne ye bia or ya pacho wa ija no ko flood me ba nipa bebre na omo.
And papa na ya na se bon na ya.
It's really it's a headache for some of us because we are on the field all the time looking at all these things, and we wish like a day will come and we'll not hear this kind of news, but it's very, very appalling. So if I want to answer your question, some of the ways we can solve it, the institution have to work, and if the institution have to work, our heads will also help us. If I'm talking of the head, the political heads, maybe the MC, the DCD, all those things, they have to help us. When there's an issue, they should rather assess how we'll solve it, but not to talk of like maybe put it down or don't do it, don't send the person. When someone is building, we talk about growing of trees. This is another sure way. Because when there are trees in an area and the rainfall, the amount of time or the time it will reach the ground, it will lessen than when there are no trees at a particular place. Because when it falls straight to the ground,
and it's becoming a concrete jungle.
Yes, so when we build houses or we build apartments or whatever it is, let's plant a lot of trees. Let's grow grasses. So all this thing will also curb the runoff, the amount of runoff that will get to a particular place. It will take time, and we shouldn't like get every place we want to build. See what you are even building. Is it okay where you are building? There's a place when you get to between Oyarifa Tema before you get to the boundary of Gan East Municipal. Madam, when you get there, this is the stream and this is just a house.
Right by it.
Yes. That person, where will he or she dump her refuse? Where is the person connecting his or her wastewater? All these things are the long run.
Who permitted the person? Because I know that
some of them they don't have
produce permits.
Some of them they write it themselves. It will shock you.
Wow.
Yes. So people write it themselves. Stop.
You were telling me.
Yes. So if I'm an engineer, a works engineer, and I'm passing, I'll think it's a colleague of mine
who has written that.
So by the time you realize that building has been completed and people are staying inside, it's not an engineer who has written it.
So when you do stop work produce permit, do you follow up to see that?
Yes,
the person
they follow up.
The
works engineer, they follow up. But sometimes, as I'm saying, the work is very tedious. So even the facilities are not there to work with. When I'm talking about facilities, even cars to move to various places to check those things,
logistics,
they are not there.
Yeah.
When we are talking about personnel to work, they are not there. And people have even finished school of hygiene. They are in the house. They are not employed them. So let me now say this. My boss is here.
Okay.
Look, two people, a lady and I, are taking from Hacho, Westland, to Boshe, Kwabenya, part of Kwabenya, Ashoma. That's where we are working.
So you are
we are using our legs to work. How much place can we cover?
What exactly are you talking about?
So we go to the public places to inspect.
Okay.
So at this time like this, you can't do much, maybe going to schools or those people but you do much of the work that is being caused right now by the flood.
Okay.
But how much area can we cover?
So when you go around and you see that some people have built in waterways and all of that, Do you take it a step further, or your work is just to inspect?
So we inspect, we check how you are dumping your refuse, how you connect your waste. But if it's something that is pertaining to a building, how you be, that's why the works engineer are there. We collaborate with them and we report that there is also in so house. Please, can you go and check them? So we let them know these are some of the dangers. Some of them we tell the people themselves where you have built is not good.
And what
where you are
say?
dumping. They'll ask you whether you sleep here. Yes.
My goodness.
Yes. Will you sleep there? Yes. So the work is overwhelming. But sometimes we just have to close our eyes, as I said, to do certain things. We have to punish someone, punish the person.
And serve as a deterrent
to others. And as he said, one person is causing a nuisance. But when it happens, when the problem comes, thousands of people will be affected.
Then they are saying, oh, come to their aid. Bring this. So how long will we play
what
on
did
the
they use to come to your aid
people?
with? Yeah. What have they come to your aid with? The person, the government will not build your house for you. The government will not buy your fridge for you. I have been in such a situation before. At the close of the day, what did they give? They brought some rice and cup and mattress and mats. How that thing hasn't done anything. You can even lose your money. Would the government give you your money
and
back?
What even if you die?
Yes,
would
you can't get your life.
Back? So would you say that a lot is on the table of us citizens?
A lot, madam. A lot. Which let's have the understanding just a day and do the right thing. Let's have the understanding. It's not that we don't know. I used to say that no one teaches you how to take food from the plate and put it in your mouth. And you now want someone to come and teach you that where you are dumping refuse is not good. You know it.
So it's intentional.
It's intentional.
I'll come back to my engineer, but the phone line to call is 050-40-95351. It's on your screen, I believe, 050-40-95351. Tell us about your experience with this recent flood situation in Accra and give us your name and your location. Engineer.
Yes.
We want solutions.
Yes.
Attitudinal change is top of the list. Institutional willpower.
Good.
What else should we be looking at?
First of all, if you want to purchase a land in Accra for development of any kind, you need to be very careful to know the kind of land that you are buying. So that is the first advice I'll give to people. Don't buy waterways. Don't buy wetlands.
How would I know? Maybe I've gone to buy the land.
You know.
In a dry season.
No, you know.
Waterway.
People who buy waterways know. Because nature has a way of revealing to you places that are waterlogged. If you buy a land in a valley, you know that the landscape shows that it's a valley. It tells you that when water falls, that is where the water gathers naturally. So don't go and build your house over there.
Okay. Engineer Mpachombi Basima, we have someone on the line. Good morning to you. Welcome to Morning Express on TAC TV. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Okay, my name is Martin, and I'm calling from Dansoman.
Thank you for calling. What has been your experience with the flood situation?
It's unfortunate that this year, almost places that do not flood ended up flooding.
Yeah.
Because I realized that when engineer was talking and our madam was talking, he said something about things that humans do that is wrong. I would say most of our problem is that.
Okay.
Because with the kind of waste we make and the kind of choke that it's so much that when you see it and you report or you tell the next person don't do it, you will be tagged. So now a lot of people within the vicinity are not talking again.
Wow.
And for how long would one person clear the data all the time? So now everybody stops. So at a point in time, I was asking myself, what is the role of these, our assembly men and our assembly women? All of them are not working. Last week I went to town and coming back home, a young child fell into a gutter. We didn't know that there was a gutter because the place is flooded. So I think with this our human attitude, it's really killing us. Until we stop, it's going to be a big problem for us in the near future because now almost everybody too is migrating to Accra. So a lot of people are building at places they don't have to.
They shouldn't have to, yes.
So the question is, why is our places are not becoming lucrative? The last time I was discussing it with somebody, that if we are to move some of these our wholesale places to these villages, I don't think everybody will be moving back to our cars for cleaner pastures.
That's right.
Because I learned in some of these our western areas, houses goes as low as 50 Ghana as rent.
That's true.
It's better than moving all the way to pay thousands of money in Accra when we'll be choked and we'll be flooded.
So let's develop the other places too.
We should develop other places. We should make our other places attractive.
Ma'am, we are grateful for your time this morning. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you and keep watching TAC Television. Thank you. So sorry to have interrupted you with that. We needed to get feedback from our viewers.
And then she actually made very salient points. Yes. But to continue with what I was saying, you would see that a particular landscape is a valley. So once you have that idea, you shouldn't purchase such a land because they are natural outfalls. When I say outfall, I mean locations or sites that naturally have been designed to retain water. All the water in that community will come and face you because that is where the landscape has been naturally designed to store runoff water. So you shouldn't build a house there.
You shouldn't even buy a land in the first place.
You shouldn't even buy the land to even build a house there.
Okay, then what other things should we watch out for?
There's a particular vegetation that grows in waterlogged areas. Okay, so if you are buying a land that is waterlogged, you would see that vegetation grown up in that place.
Vegetation no utumi chire yemu a
enwura bi a se ba bi ansuo wo no ye wura bi a efifi wo ho. Okay, ye wura bi a nipa dodo no anim sa wura we no efu ha e kire wo se ha ensuo. So what you say suban a Ghana for enya pi no I say okay mento asase na me mfele minim ne all this again Ghana for.
But engineering wise no and
there's nothing. It's not done.
I mean can we work camera me paucho so we kwato asase e wo waterway na wo see me to a me feel a engineer see enye right wo feel say should be yero sometimes no sebi sorry for your guilty so ya to ha e be feel na see die was so ya be sorry structure was so and I the cures be be so engineer say asase bia ni wa wo feel a say your water when kwan na sensuo ba enka ho e be count ye enjoy feeling
no the Ghana for me say because those you must asase na me failure na me see me dance na me rezia na che say
eno
debi and if you say you know if you form a beautiful form neighbor and you know once I was you down also no e be say Insio na masoro kra we have underground flooding into water level no e be raise into what down na
if form ankasa na e ba ye na e to free slow ne pe
if you show form e ba
man partner obi can
yes so what then sometimes they believe that when they use some rubber they have this black rubber when they use it to cover it then it when I say that thing at a point it will come out there is no way even if you use 10 bundles of rubber to cover the place, the water will still find its way. You can't block water. The water table has a point that it have to reach. So if you are building and you say, I'm blocking it.
But the rubber is a foundation.
No, the holes will be perforated, because when you are even pouring the concrete inside, you should, on the platform, you should know that it will create holes. And that place, the water will find its way and come out. So some
got a polythene bag and I say rubber. So what to foundation ni we are, what the rubber ni be so, and now the concrete ni be go so intention no dear. Mother, who boa concrete na be we rubber no.
Yeah, heard the solutions. These are some of the things. Prevention is better.
Yeah. So na topic ni can preventing floods. Yeah.
Enti men koye kra. Enti sa na we ni mo no ebe bo ma onkoye. Now, yewo miabia bia aban so ashada AGS ho say ha ye nsuo bia from Ramsar site.
Okay.
Good. It's over here.
It's say nsuo bia. E ho flood you, e was akomo no.
Sam amanfo akototo asisi dan. Aha, na afa ye bubu. E na omusu. Enti say uhwe baabi a eda ho kese na hu say nsuo bia anase obia nsi dan bi ho na busuani bi ohene bi se meton ama
ana me dia chewo mpo
me dia chewo a chewo won se yewo development ahodo enti Ramsar site obetimi ayi bi fufuro bi obetimi adua e fere say amu wo ho obetimi adua ahwede obetimi adua some you can use it the land but not for a building. So ko failing na wakasa ko sidan ho odan no say flood cry me fawa esi wa dakro edan no bedwiregu because you sure no foundation ni na
it seems to mean
jina ti abrosan tintin e ho na dakro and edan no say a shift say foundation no say a shift kakra pe na say dan no nti na abrosan si ho a
na eno adwiri
na say ho say abrosan bubu na eno adwiri no
nti nya befo na ya mo ya
nya befo bio se o pese o develop wa ko assembly ho aban wo institutions o mo hwesa ne man dipa bebre minim ebikra na okra oka ho na se obi o tie mi ka ho okoto asase wa start isi udan onko onje permit
bia ye
no permit bia onfa engineer bia mba site
bia access yeah eho no kra enyina ye guilty
wakofa mason for ena almost 2-3 feet foundation and on started to block more bacho asase bia ne kwan ya faso esi dan also
okay
and you person o develop wa mesrese your drawings per architect be on your drawings ma omunye design ma ko assembly
architect can we all afford architect omuji abodin o engineer ya we dey ko idi
e better say wo be boka aya de papa
that's right
since say hwinhwima ade bia na ye de ekosoro nti wa anya sare ma no e kire no wo say adane ka mo e de ama say wo ko assembly ho a engineers no on betimi aboa wo a kire wo say sa hei nsuo ha incident ana say si udan ni say na e betimi aboa nsuo ba en say o property na say emma flooding
emma ho enti me masase say me be sit down a in wherever I'm located mean co assembly ho say in your case no gan east
co assembly
ho to should assembly kura wo na ko ho
exactly
na bisa say I want to build here, can engineers come to my site and assess say mo nji bebre kakra be na me go assess
ade ba ko a mbesa ka ho bio from my experience Edubra say Ghana for we have a communal sense of duty. There me patch say yemra kire say ye oman djuma near a friend clean up exercises.
Yeah.
We your man baby a wotino. As I say odo hu shim. Hwe sisi a ye fresh ye titigata mu community a. Obi aba
and I ever say engineer ade ye two gutter no ye two a run frame we have lodged it just by the gutter and me pie no juma na mabere no for so be na was nsuo top air is going back into the gutter
there be sɛ wohu sɛ yɛyiyi gata mu ɛde agu kwan no ho na yɛnsesa ya na ɛkyerɛ sɛ obi ɛna ɔno ankasa ayɛ saa ɛna wagya gu hɔ sɛ aban ɛyɛ ɔman adwuma sɛ assembly na ɛyɛ clean up exercise there's no way a yɛbɛgya saa nneɛma no agu hɔ ɛna ɛyɛ nipa pii adwen sɛ meyi me gata mu a meyi ngu nkyɛn na aban ba bɛsesa daabi mmara kyerɛ sɛ wosi wowɔ shop a wowɔ no from the frontage of your shop to the middle of the road in front of your shop, it is your responsibility to clean it.
Hey.
Yes.
Enya mumu adwuma.
There be.
Okay.
Etu ba kai a mribi aban bi ba so or the operation clean your frontage by. So what ya? E kyerɛ sɛ baby a ofie wo, baby a o shop wo no. W'anim gata na ɛda hɔ no. And up to the middle of the road.
The middle of the road.
Wa said say sɛnea woba adwuma a wobi o shop a opra mu no pra gata ne musu mu yiyi mu pra kwan ne musu na emunti enti sɛ woyɛ wo de meyɛ me de ma meyɛ ne de no obi a ne de a ekwan a ɛda anim no gata da anim no tambi mu beti na emu no wobehu sɛ wayɛ wo de batete w'anim wayi gata na ne obi so no ɔno de mfa no ne ɔwɔ na chi no ayɛ sɛ meyɛ na wanya na nsuo to a niame ma ye nyina eyokwa enti na me ka say ye nyina yemfa yenye responsible for our environment ma ye nya nhye abansa ana nipa bi nsa so ye nyina saa de no na ema ye betimi asolve especially waste disposal ye digu gatem no sane ye betiti ye gatem no se ye nyina ye nya sa adwen ni se ye beboa ama yatete ye gatem a individually obia communal na otwe bia ebia ba bia mote no association ye wo ho my clean up kakra communal activities eboa ama yen mantem no ete yen gata muti nti insuo a eto a eyiri ye nyina kire se gatas no so emu achokuchoku o twen sa ba na emeyi mu ma o dise ya yehu se ye yi na beboa na ema ye home flade a adenti na yenye sa iti communal that communal spirit no Ghana for we mu a man ye nyina ye mmomu nya ade no yen kan ye trimbom na ye ma ba bia ye te yen shops anim gatas any yema eho ente ebeboa papa
me da senti nya member we so me lady Fiato Madam Fiato ye ka communal spirit of course there's leadership traditionally or every community ye ka politicians there but ye ka about traditional leadership obeka say oba krokese mvisa akra omunye adwuma na because baby no it's like it's the chief that is rallying the people.
Yeah.
And I say, no, as for our cities, no, it's too big that the chiefs don't have that luxury of time, as it were, to mobilize.
The communal spirit in Accra or the big cities are not working.
Okay.
Yes, they are not working because everybody is rushing to go and do something. Someone to say, oh, it's not me. Someone to is waiting for someone to come and do it. But who will do it? And even when you want to spearhead it and say that, oh, let's do it. Please help me. Let's come together. Oh, you are too no. This and that. So it's like we don't have time in Accra, especially or the big cities, to do this kind of things. Why is it that in the village it works, or in the village it's not flooding, or this thing? So let's bring out our mind and the caller said it. She made that point. You go and if you want to, then people want to even fight you. But when we come together and do it, I do it, you also do it. I'm sure that we will not have all this problem. And let's stop saying that I buy. The government. Who is the government? We are all. It's just that one person have to lead. All of us cannot lead. So when we all come together as a community to do it, then we do it one day. You see that even that joy of doing it will be there. Because if I want to do it alone, I'll say, okay, let me just do my front and leave it. But when we come together as a community, not as an individual, it works and it gives them morale. Then we do it well.
It gives them morale. Before we sign off, the number to call is 050-409-5351, 050-409-5351. Get interactive with us. Tell us about your experience with the recent flooding situation in Accra. Engineer, let me come to you. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I want to add something to what he said. If you want to buy a land at an area, sometimes look at the existing buildings that are there. It will let you know whether this place is a waterlogged area or not. Yes, you see the marks on the wall. You see that they will be peeling off. Or there is something happening.
Oh, then we said there's salt in the earth. That's the conclusion. It's not salt.
No, sometimes there's just burning off. It's not all the time. Okay. So you can look at it. Sometimes we deceive ourselves and say that, oh, there's a way we can treat it. Yes, there are techniques that we can, or technologies you can use to treat or to do this thing. But sometimes to just look at, oh no, it's a waterlogged area. Let me not go. Or let me ask the assembly, is there a better way I can build or I can develop this place that it will not cause flooding or it will not disturb me or my neighbors later? Because sometimes you know that there are places that are not flooding. But because of a behavior somewhere, it goes down and it affects everybody.
Because maybe I'm doing the right thing in my corner.
Yes.
But because of somebody's negligence, then I experience flooding.
Yes. So let's check all those things, the grass, the topography, the type of the buildings that are there, how it looks. When you use it to see all the, then it will advise you whether I should go or not. You can even go to the assembly. I want to buy a land here. Please, can you advise me? Sometimes let's use the institution because they are there. We are being paid because of you. So come and let's help you to do the right thing. Then we'll save Mother Ghana.
Thank you. We'll come. We don't have time to continue. Within some of the attitude of some of these municipal and, we don't have time to go because some of them can be some way.
Yes, we understand. Yes.
Our time is up, so I just want to appreciate you for coming. And I pray that as you do your work, even though there's pressure from all sorts of quarters that you compromise from in your own Jerusalem, your own small corner, you would make things work. I want to say thank you for coming, Overseer Engineer Charles Asabri Ampoma, the head of Environmental Health and Waste Management in the Ga East Municipality of the Domi-Kwabenya constituency, and he also doubled as the local pastor for the Ga Odumasi local in the Pokwasi district. I have to let that come. And of course, to our experts, Madam Pearl Delali Akosia Fiato, environmental health analyst. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you. Thank you. You are still logged on to the Morning Express here on TAC Television. I believe you have had a blessed time with us with this discussion. Sports is next with Evans Ajayi. Please stay with us.
At TAC TV, we believe every business has a story worth telling. Behind every brand is dedication. Behind every product is hard work. Behind every entrepreneur is a vision. That is why we proudly introduce Market 360, a premium business spotlight platform created to position your brand with credibility, clarity, and national visibility. Market 360 dey ya basa ye bebo wodwede ne hu dawro e de ama wo oman Ghana mu anase bebi a wo bia se wo ye business owner wo tonton nyoma bi tse adanse hu nyoma wo si dan ton wo nsase a wo ton anampo se wo school na wo pese ye bo hu dawro na kofo ehu school ne bebi a wo a e Market 360 so e na wo benya sa akwanya we sempo wo advert na wo pese ye bo ma anase wo pese ye nkofo ankasa ba wo chen ebetwa ba ade a wo ye ana dwumadi a wo die bia no ane se obefre ye e wo number yi so 0504 095351 0504 095351 Market 360 dwedie wasel ene se ebema mansan ate wonka.
Hello there, a very good morning. It's now time for the sports segment. My name is Evans Nana Eje. Now let's start off with the FIFA 2026 World Cup. Now, tomorrow begins the World Cup, and the big question on the minds of football fans across Ghana is whether the Black Stars can rise to the occasion and then rediscover their competitive edge and also deliver a strong campaign on the world stage. Now, we have been speaking with some fans ahead of the tournament, and opinions are divided over the team's readiness, with some expressing strong optimism about Ghana's chances, while others remain cautious about consistency, squad balance, and tactical execution going into the global showpiece.
As anticipation builds towards 2026 FIFA World Cup, football supporters across Ghana are voicing their expectations for the national team, the Black Stars, as they prepare for what many describe as a crucial campaign for the country's football future. With preparation underway, fans are hopeful that the Black Stars can rediscover their competitive edge on the global stage. Discussions in Accra and other parts of the country reflect a mixture of optimism, caution, and strong emotional investment in the team's performance.
No time friendly matches no. Now in fact na nkoyi. Na mom yesisa coach ne worries so why ye ball friendly match last one me who say so yabom. Improvement be any was ye no abo one. What dey say? Ye ni was abo one. It only German go boy no be boy. What dey say? Enye se ye koya de ye tu ya adwem. Because Ghana no ye hu ni high. Ye Premier League ground ko so ye. Ye Premier League. First na ke yetimi ko Africa. Ekobo Africa champion. Say ye kwa ye koya de. Kotoko ni has enehwe eti entrance me ye ni me na ye se scam wo mu no coach ya o ye na boy wanya me si onko do hwe ye behind diamond no atua de sika di kwa na okọ me ye bre eti football na nye ya nya ni enkodo ye we nye Ghana na me wom ti me support ma de team ni de be ye but e be take time kakra once ya no mu de compare say bia ya bought 5 matches ya lose ni nyina be ya say who say ya assistant coach a new coach na wa about 2 games we lose back about draw back ya team say team na won good shape kakra say first na coach to ado wo ho no yeah enti no even though France no mo believe say France crap players Desiree Doué no money we no nyina no na no Ivory Coast born 2-1 enti friendly matches sometimes I know you different kaka because you dey try players. World Cup no boss a different game altogether. And to me, Friday matches and judges so ya lose Friday matches into no ya he. You better not perform. Me team need them wom. Depending on how coach ni best manage team no. Ebe fa. Me de me jitum say England e betimi a share England. Because me share the way I dey na corner. O share ya ho de na ye me ne betimi a share England. But Panama Croatia men try. Sa Copa America for no omo hoden Venezuela, Argentina, Colombia, San Crofono de untimi hia omo hoden but se Ghana for gitum say ono Panama de one obi ball 1-1 nti e no nti ye betimi a hye ne de ye ntu ya adwemu England de ye betimi a hye England.
Others have also raised concerns about the squad selection, questioning why only one locally based player was included in the team.
Egypt, because international players are on the bubble. Uko Morocco, Algeria, international players are here. So what I say, and on the bubble. You have to the BI of form. First players in the form. Now, my good and massive. It's me much of Ryan, me, a Dugan, so I mean, Meta. I no credit. It is a home way room, why be Papa, Munir, Papa. Na Ghana football na enye yi empen for DFA president ni nyema nyina and ministers nyina wo munya wo yi what you say e dey say to ehufo na yesua na o ye ma o say ye ma $100,000 prayer back me my age 20 years me $10 na me nya
kapa ye koi entire Premier League. Not even one. Oh, masa or a goalkeeper. Into support to bang or dobeng and edema a blaster team na ekon or dobeng edema no. Me ewe Fante Ausa just ye quatra bia efi mueba. Now the football so ye the quatra no enable. Quatra no enable. First no ye boko no. Masa to be honest with you, and there's a sanity there. Ghana Premier League, no, young bandit. And young bandit football, Ghana Premier League from grassroots up to a Premier. Because any future be out.
This year's tournament will be jointly hosted by United States, Canada, Mexico, and will feature an expanded format, raising both opportunities and competitions levels for participating teams. Ghana will begin its journey against Panama on June 17th at BMO Field in Toronto, a mixture widely viewed as pivotal in a competitive Group L that also includes England and Croatia.
Those were some interesting takes from the public, but let's move away from there and go to Parliament, where minority is demanding an urgent briefing from the Minister for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, over preparations of the Black Stars and government's plans to secure tickets for Ghanaian supporters ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now, Minority Whip Habib Idrisu made this call on the floor of Parliament yesterday, questioning the status of plans announced by government to facilitate ticket acquisition for supporters, insisting that lawmakers and the public deserve clarity on the process. According to Mr. Idrisu, with the tournament fast approaching, there is need for transparency regarding ticket allocations, beneficiary selection criteria, funding arrangements, and measures being put in place to ensure fairness and accountability.
This is not the first World Cup Ghana is participating, and at all given time, we have been briefed as a parliament by the minister. I think tomorrow or 2 days' time, in less than 48 hours, the tournament is starting. Nothing has been said. The president has spoken to this matter that there might not be government-sponsored program. We have asked for this more than 2 weeks for the minister to come here to brief us. Why is the minister responsible for youth and sports running away from parliament to brief us, whilst his members are not happy with certain happening that happen in the country? So what I'm saying is that, Mr. Speaker, the minister owes us a duty to brief us as a Ghana preparation for the World Cup. We have not been briefed. The players are already in, they've already gone for the World Cup, and we have not been briefed. And you think that this is a matter we must not know? We are aware that government have procured 1,000 tickets from GFA. We are aware. And the ambassador have issued a statement saying that Ghanaians in the diaspora should write their names and get tickets for the matches. Who bought the tickets? How much is it costing the taxpayers? Over 2,000 people went to American embassy for visas. So visa fee 185. Who is
Leader Mahama Ayariga has dismissed claims by the minority whip that government had allocated 2 slots for majority MPs.
I'm not saying that he cannot say that people are being interviewed for visas and etc. But to accuse the minister of having allocated, slots and etc., I think that is really not appropriate for him to state in this chamber. That is the part that I have issue with. But as for the efforts being made, as for the issues that the Canadian High Commissioner has put out there, and the arrangements made to get Ghanaians who live in the U.S., in Canada, to attend the stadia, those have been subjects of public discussion. And indeed, the President himself had given a clear indication that it is more economical for us to invest in Ghanaians living in the U.S. and Canada, because as you indicated, yesterday I was listening to CNN and I think BBC, and it was reported that a Somali referee who has been scheduled by FIFA to officiate at some of the matches was denied a visa by the US government. That is the referee who is officiating at a match at the World Bank, the World Cup. And the US government has refused to issue a visa. So the issue of the issuance of visas are not matters within the competence of our government to answer. So if you come and say that the Foreign Affairs Minister should come and brief you on matters like that, what is he going to come and tell you? To assure you that you must get visas when you apply for them? Or what do you expect the Foreign Affairs Minister to come and brief this House about?
Well, this is all time will allow us. Keep watching TAG Morning Express here on TAG TV. Up next is TAG Base.
Hello there, very good morning to you. I trust you're doing well. You're still watching Morning Express on TAG TV. I hope you're having an edifying experience. And TAG Biz, we are here again. It is me, Jasmine Ayumu. Now, previously we started talking about planning for retirement and pension in Ghana. We've spoken quite a lot about this. I believe you have learned a lot as well. I am here again for the final part with, of course, Mr. Alexander Bossman, the branch accountant of the Accra Central SSNIT office. He's here with me again. Good morning, Mr. Bossman.
Good morning.
Welcome again.
Right, thank you.
We've enjoyed your coming here and informing us every single day. It has been really insightful.
Great
So this morning we will be talking still on the planning for retirement and then pensions in Ghana. We will be talking about life after retirement. Life after retirement. What are some of the realities that retirees face after they retire from active work? I feel that what are some of these realities they are left to face?
Life after retiring is in phases. Do baby once a while go pa yare or setting. A car it to me door when you're in IT service, what can be needed to me call employer or to me call banker because the banker knows that every month be a to say a pension. If you are now contributing minimum until you are earning minimum pension. Until there's nothing to write home about our Kwakwaje facility. Until nina ye all about say we be planning well. Because that time we say near my lifestyle. Sana will carry one doing working
during those activities.
That time no starting health wise, financial wise, family related issues, and even religion as well. So I would say that about 4 different phases. When you talk of the health, when you're lucky diabetic, hypertension, the no gym, na tempia BP, I was those way there. You wouldn't enjoy your pension.
Of course.
Until that is the time so sika it's all borders on funds. Until the Biana will seek out the tundu, the Biana will seek out the tundu. Anything as I was started showing no so ye at them medium. The area there will hold to me back any time. But you are really brave or no my self-inflicted.
A lifestyle.
No, and a lead into that. So health-wise, and an American, you drink, you smoke, you humanize. What's what me sending you now? And now they are been crying pension cry.
retirement. That's why.
That's why. And you know, health wise, it's a challenge. Aside the health wise, family related issue. Pia na when sit down. One cast went to men sit down. Maybe out a family house. That family house, because it's a family house. Well, 1 hour for Biafro, yaw. Menana no so Kofi Mensah or Baba saying ako ye interview Accra nti oba me de address amano me de number ama nti oba man baby na wakati. He will not even listen to your way because the room you are occupied, that single room you are occupying with your wife and your children belongs to the family. So he also thinks that he has what? A say in it.
Exactly.
Ghana must go. No, about or from Pacho, maybe interview. Maybe now watch it. Have a chance. When there are noise and all that, you are sick and you need your peace of mind. To other relatives, you go for ceremony. Why not? Catch us. Pass on so you see that family related issue becomes also an issue there. Financially, you will be drained. You know, there's the need for you to really plan your life. You can picture it. Say, wako pension and now retirement. Now we jari. Scan you. Now what's it? A man sign a fee. Now we go food to bowl. Now tea and all that. Now I saw cocoa reviews. Other things. Nina and what? You know, as I said, you share your dachi pa.
Pa na nyama oboboe na it centers or it affects them emotionally. They tend to struggle emotionally. Can you explain why these become emotional? Because if you are not okay, if you want a financial mistakes that they made, how does this lead to being affected emotionally?
Yes, I'm my account manager. At least when you 1 or 2 people, yes sir. The reality,
respect, there's dignity, right?
And you know what fee now wo fee. Who say enquire sabi you are not degrading anyone, but who say obia sora na cheso ka wanim keke no. Exactly. What now na show achia. Say you're so easy. You are always down. You're always down. You'll be thinking. You will never be able to forgive yourself. Right. And you know what unforgiving spirit can also lead to. And now the end of the day, and drink, it may end your life. Some even intentionally even decide to take up their life. Right. And research has proved that between the age 60 and 70, that's where most Ghanaians, I'm sure, relatives are when say woman 50 more between 60 70, they all pass. Right. And drinking, it's all because we don't plan the life after
the active
retiring. Yeah, right. Okay, but if we plan very well, there are some of these things. It would have been avoided. A long tennis batter, you know, and when you go to Achimota Golf Club, you see the caliber of people there. It's not just by chance. They planned it. They planned it. They were enjoying, but they made sure they set some funds somewhere else. Most of them are just living on their returns of investments that they have made.
Exactly.
Sika omu invest here mfaso eba ho eno na wo de enjoy nti utumi hwe we no say we no de nyame hira mo nyame we hira nyina. But na how we react and be more yaso
as what they in the say
that's what they may say. Cultivate the habit of saving. Cultivate the habit of savings. My school and then I didn't say how much na me save. You understand? But that doesn't prevent me from putting some little there.
Right.
Into our swordini binono. You say investment, a yamaye.
Also. Now, how do workers, how are they supposed to train themselves or prepare themselves psychologically for retirement? You know, it's like they say, change is inevitable. Oh yeah, there you will not be strong forever. Those weak moments of your life will come. Oh yeah, there you will not be young forever. How are people supposed to prepare their minds psychologically? So, oh yeah, then you retire. You know, even if they planned well, they contributed their pensions more than the minimum wage or whatever that is. The fact is, you are no longer in active service. They fidget on your okay. He or she always has to be doing something actively.
Yes.
How are they supposed to prepare their mind psychologically for retirement?
Very active.
Yeah.
Obi on more 70 years and so huna over for 50 something. Very active.
Right.
Yeah. So psychologically, emotionally, they are down. It all borders on what you want to do after age 60 or when you have retired. My senior brother, he look at me and say, "Wow, Wallace." And that one is private. But all that he wanted to tell me is that had it not been his wife's store, he would have been miserable. Wow. And this was a big man in office with a mansion, you know, and then ground floor, they made it stores. He doesn't lack anything, funds.
Right.
But he is not happy. No person say, "Osorano pa, no ko work, ko work na ba." Odidi wia na fe obisa no say onye dem biu nti oni hwe ahoye nti ano akota wife shop no nti oduwa no wife so for obi oye oduwa no obi beto o say o to den now
just to feel that he's still active like that.
Virtually he has taken over the shop. Shop na no just to make himself happy.
Right.
No say one tree who say et senka man actively. And you know, there are a lot of them who plan to, they are into farming.
Okay.
You can go into pottery, you can go into piggery, you can go into this grass cutter, and there are so many ways you can get something that will keep you active, even if it is not fetching you regular income. Keeps you
healthy,
active,
and strong. Yeah.
So it's all about planning.
Right.
It's all about planning.
Right. How can families better support elderly parents and retirees? Unfortunately, Africa, yawofo ewo ya nadwene say ne ohwe ne ba no ni anwa so no so abehwe no, which shouldn't be the case at all. How are they supposed to support parents and then retirees, even though it's not supposed to be so? But this is Africa. How should they go about it?
That's the parents or the family.
Their family.
You see, we should have that mindset of having sympathy towards the aged, because no matter what, even if you are a day old, you will one day get there. Okay. So the way you want to be treated when you become old at that age should be the way you should also treat the aged now. Kwan a wo pese wo nyi do some pension no ye hwe wo sa kwan na so ne sese wo so ye de wo fe na wo hwe wo fo enti no a family responsibility. Papa, mommy, family, they've taken care of you up to a certain stage. So do you abandon them? No. And you know, retirees and not pensioners away in fear. But when you stroke, there be a so pijano, then a kikawoni idea. Don't give up on them. Don't give up. They were once as strong and so energetic like you are now.
Yes.
And that is the situation they find themselves in. So by helping them and be more sympathetic towards them, empathizing with them, God will ensure you don't get to that age and feel that. Where me Christian concept, this is how I should handle. And I believe most home, because I've been on the aged who said papa son but we don't want you to be carrying the aged to be 29. Is it a crime to be a pensioner? Just notify us. Whatever he wants to do, we will rather come to where he is and then render whatever services he wants.
So you've heard it all. That's the best way you can support retirees. We're going for a quick break. When we'll get back, we'll bring you more details and more information that you'll need. Stay tuned.
Unyame di Yesu breye bechire ye nyame. Su akote. Nti se ye nya fa Yesu pa yakote bi afufu. Wonnim nyame na ye kan wasem na what you say so or you supreme being or you omnipotent or you omnipresent or you omniscient. You will never do about empuso because what you say oka hu ono na ho
e brini bria esese ejidifo nyina bema wo mo anamontu eni de omo ye bia ejina onyame asem.
And when I'm friend authentic apostolic doctrine. Although for your friend yourself for Buddha, I mean Namsa Quenje so to from Abba Jumedi Fufrobia Eba Tag TV. So your friend on the apostolic distinctive Jumedi. On this journey, I'll be joined by apostles and several seasoned men of God as we delve into our uniqueness as apostolics, our tenets, our rules of conduct, our rules of beliefs, the kind of thing that makes us special as apostolic. So this and every Sunday, 8 p.m. on Tag TV, and also for a rebroadcast on Thursdays at 8 p.m. It is a journey you don't want to be missed as a proud apostolic. You would love it. See you and God bless you.
Apostolic Distinctives showing on Sundays 8 p.m. and repeats on Thursdays at 8 p.m.
Welcome back. This has been Tag Biz, still on Morning Express, as we are giving you an edifying experience. We've been talking about planning for your pension and retirement, and we're talking about life after retirement with Mr. Alexander Bosman of State Accra Central. Now, Mr. Bosman, you made mention of lump sum, especially with the tier 2, no? Now, the person has gone on retirement, he or she has been given that lump sum. What would you advise that person to use the lump sum for? Would you advise them to, is it okay for them to invest after our retirement, on fanco invest and now on start a business? And now what then, Kasana, what should he or she use the lump sum for?
It's individual based. Obiane ne here sempa obi wo no ma wasini fie wi or baby ade ne tibeto dada or wahwe ne mawie to obi wo no ma obetuma decide say me sakita say sika we I have saved enough and no say sika ya menya we I can even decide 50% me de buanya me adwuma ebi ni wo sa right bi won so a bo say on see dan ebi o wasase on into your person lamb way no family kita no or they could develop or no any personal way when to me and see at the time he was in active service ebi o start here when we into your person obi o no so a ne ma mamikan enkwala and the best thing is to invest those funds to take care of the children education whilst in the pension now obenyan and no aye pension dey and say we do 12 fees and no dey one kasa one necessary we do pension and you must be able to save enough to take care of other things. And say your individual base will be a neno and he has some. But do on a chill wadrin super na ope and why extra we are. Yes, see the professional.
SNIT, how is SNIT improving their customer service and even other services in general?
How
is SNIT improving their services, whether it's customer service, like any unit within SNIT, how are they improving it?
How are they improving it?
Yes.
SNIT, now we call ourselves the new SNIT.
Okay.
And you see our motto, we deliver on our promise.
Right.
For the past 60 years, there's not a single month that pension has not been paid.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, that's commendable.
Yes. And these days, what management has done is that every third Thursday is a pension day.
Okay.
Every third Thursday. And you know, third Thursday, pensioners never call bank. A bank has no catch almost says, "Snit in try." It's a bit to me now, maybe a more keep Kuskakra, a bit few crossing Krasina, no maba, a bit crab daho, mandichin. If you want my say, pay means to be out, won't ever call back.
No.
Because you entire pension. It's a banner, not a hard dream. But you find out from head office, pension has been paid. The bank is what it did. Until now, we have improved. We've gone beyond the banks. Now, every third Thursday, a day before, we'll give you alerts.
Okay.
When we are shifting the funds to the bank,
okay.
then you get notification that your pension has been paid.
Okay.
So if you have been given an alert that your pension has been paid, bank these days, pension payment is prompt. It's prompt. And SNIT, we don't do customer service, customer satisfaction, customer experience. We ask you, what was your experience when you went to SNIT? Management is very particular. Just on social media and all that. You see that somebody will put in something, within a short while, management will reach out to the person, want to know the truth of it. Of course, some of these things are not really true and all that. But management, very, very, very particular. Because you see, without you, I wouldn't have any job. If you are not contributing, you will lose only your pension. I will lose my employment and lose my pension as well. So between you and I, who will be more interested in sustaining the trust?
Obviously,
I'll be the one.
All right.
So we've improved. Now, pension, if everything of yours is okay, within 3, maximum 4 weeks, you should have your pension paid. Yes. That's why we urging you that check your statement periodically and ensure if there are any loopholes, get in touch. Get in touch. So all these things are there, innovations that management has put in to ensure that
for service delivery for pensioners. That's really commendable.
And if we have a virtual branch, in order to reach, you see, somebody will say, SNIT office is far away from me. Now, SNIT office is in your own home. Even if you are not so educated to use your smartphone, you have a relative, a son, a daughter, or whatever
who can help you do that.
So we have a virtual branch. They work 24/7.
Okay.
Anytime you want any services in SNIT, just call them. They are available. And other social media handles that I will later on.
Can you take us through whether it's the short code, the virtual branch you spoke of? Can you take us through all these?
Yes. The short code is what we use to make payment, the Momo payment. Whether you are an employer or you are self-employed, a *711*9#. *711*9#. And then you continue with it. It will call something establishment number, registration number, GR number. That is for the employer. And if you are the seat, your personal SNIT number. Then you continue with it. For the SNIT virtual, we'll give the contact and all that. So that in case you have a way. And then the apps, we have a SNIT app. So download the SNIT app.
Is it just on Google Play Store?
Yes.
Or it's
when
both?
you go to Google Play Store, just Google SNIT app. It will pop up. You download it, and then you register it.
What about the App Store for iPhone users?
The same thing.
The same thing.
Yes, you get it there. Okay, you get it there. All you need is your SNIT registered number. If you don't have a SNIT number, then you don't need the app for anything. But when you download, you use your SNIT way. You can do almost everything that you want to do with us on the app. You can request for state, you can check your statements and all that. So we are the doorsteps of every contributing member and every pensioner. Recently, the Director General visited the longest pensioner, 115 years. The person retired at the age of 60. So how long has he lived? 55. Is that also? So for 55 solid years, SNIT has been paying him pension. And he has never, ever defaulted.
That's really commendable. That's really commendable. Because growing up, I used to hear bad things about SNIT. So I used to tell myself as a child I wouldn't contribute until I grew up.
And people, let me take a minute to explain this. People do not even know the core benefits of even joining the SNIT. Core benefits. We have 5 main benefits. Number 1 is the pension that we pay, whether reduced pension or full pension. It means we are taking care of you till you die. Let me replace the word die by till you are called home.
Exactly.
Hey, now, is there any insurance policy in this country that gives this?
We are yet to find out.
There is none. I've done the research. So we take care of you till you pass on. And it is whether reduced or full. The reduced pension came about because you could see that somebody is really, really tired or he's out of job and there's no hope to get any further job. So are you saying that a person should wait for 4 or 5 years before? Maybe by that time he's gone. So that is there. So we pay pension, and then we pay lump sum. Remember, I said the tier 2 is the one that pays lump sum. SNIT also pays lump sum when you do not meet the minimum 15 years contribution. That qualifies you for pension. For pension, that is why we register at 15 up to 45. If you are 45 years and above, we can't register you because you will not meet. But somebody registered at the age of 20, contributed for about a year or 2 or even few months or even just 1 month and never contributed again. Now the person is say 48 or 50 and he wants to continue. Because we have at least 1 month contribution with us, we will allow you to continue. So such a person, when you reach the 55 to 60 or the 60 and you want to go on pension, we'll add all your contributions you've made and then add interest to it. And then we pay you. So that is also what lump sum. So if you don't meet the 15 years, you don't qualify for 15 years, that doesn't mean that is all. We'll give you lump sum. And then we have invalidity. That's the third one. The invalidity, you see, you will be working. There are some of us who work with machines and all that, assuming I am a machine operator, an accident happens to the extent that both hands, all of a sudden I lose it.
For that reason, you can't go back to work.
You apply to SNIT, they will invite you to a board of survey, medical board, and that medical board will sit and then look at your situation. Sometimes they will even empathize with you and they will not even ask you anything. Then they report to SNIT and SNIT will put you on pension. So invalid, when it happens, I told you earlier that at the beginning, the last time I told you we have a 35-year-old who is on pension.
I see.
And he has been enjoying this for years. I think he was 18 or 19 years. I've forgotten the exact date. But he is now 35 years and he is on SNIT pension for invalidity. But there's a condition. you might have contributed at least 12 months within the last 3 years.
Okay.
Which is a fair deal.
Okay, yeah.
For the last 3 years.
Consistently.
It shouldn't be, it can be last 3 years, 2 months. Last year, maybe 9 months.
Oh, okay.
And then this year, maybe 2 months or whatever. The most important is when we calculate from the period that you got injured
at least
backwards to the last 3 years,
12 months.
You should have at least 12 months contribution. And then you qualify for invalidity. And then the fourth one is survivor. You're actively working, dad moves around, mommy moves around. The next moment you hear is mommy is normal. Hey, so who takes care of the children? So that is where SNIT comes in.
That's really
so whatever money that is due your parent or your relative who has passed in bulk as the survivor, it means bulk money. We give it to you. But there are so many conditions. Most of the bills that people have with SNIT comes in here, benefit payment. Okay. If I ask you the last time you check your nominees, you'll be able to tell me.
Honestly, I'll have to check and get back to you on that later.
You see, when I was working, I used my girlfriend as a nominee. Okay. I'm married with children. I've forgotten that I have to. Now the person is no more. And then you go into the system. Former girlfriend B. And just so update.
Very, very
so
important.
Obi your nominee no no pakuna fimu a. Ko yi ni din feso. Wo obi fufu a ode ne be hyeso a. Na ode na hyeso.
As a son yama no to me check your app no so.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Bibia o app no so. Okay. Oh, nti so we say nyama we nyina e ma ade na ye so easy. Nti ye tua benefit a ebi kwa kodu court mpo. Okay. Because we have to apply PNDC law 111. Because akwara woman, akwara no nko take 60% of the entire funds that you betua.
I see.
Minor. See the minors are for that 60% we share for all the four. I see. And you know these are things. And then the last benefit that we have is immigration. I'm a Nigerian. I came to Ghana to work. Now I'm going back to my country. And so whatever has been paid on my behalf as social security, we'll add a button, add interest returns to it, and then you pay off. But the most important way that is fundamental to all is the 2.5% every month of your basic that we pay to National Health Insurance. So if you're a SNIT contributor and you have been paying premium on renewal of your NHIS, it is then check it. The best number said you had the NHIS registered before. Sorry, you joined SNIT. So you have to better go back to update your records there. I'm a SNIT contributor, and then they will look at it, and then subsequently you will not pay anything due. So we have a lot of benefits, and it's the only insurance that take care of you. So, yes.
All right, that has been very, very insightful. Mr. Bossman, we are so grateful. Thank you so much. I'm sure there's a lot more to learn, but we can't know it all here on TagBiz on Morning Express. You've heard it all. I hope you learned a lot and jotted down as much as you can jot down. Now, before we go, Mr. Bossman is going to take us through the SNIT app briefly, so that when you go on Google Play Store or the App Store as an iPhone user, you know how to go about it. Mr. Bossman, how you take us through?
Yes, for the app, if you are an Android user, you just key SNIT app. Same for iPhone users. It's straightforward. It will ask you to input your social security number. And then Gmail and other things. And then all the questions that it will ask are questions that you have solution to.
For those that are not given SNIT numbers, I learned these days they are linked to their Ghana cards, Ghana card numbers.
Precisely. So we have linked your SNIT number together. So if you don't remember your SNIT number,
you can use the
Ghana card. And then you are good to go. You can contact us. We are on LinkedIn. We are on Facebook.
Okay.
We are on Instagram. That's @SNIT Ghana.
Okay.
You can also call us on 0302 611 622.
So the number will be on the screen. Make
Yes.
sure you copy it.
Yeah, 0302 611 622. And we will pick it. We have a WhatsApp line to
Okay.
050,000.
Okay.
That's 05.
That's
Then
4
you have
zeros.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. Then 3050.
Okay. That's
So
interesting.
050 0003 050. You can also visit our website www.snit.org.gh.
Okay.
And our contact center, if you want to send an email, contact center @snit.org.gh. Contact center is 1.
Okay.
So I would like my final word that if you have not joined the SNIT scheme and you are working, please contact
Make sure you
us.
join.
It is for all, be it a self-employed or whether you work for anyone. If you are working for anyone permanently and you have not been registered and they are not paying SNIT also for you, get to know that they want you to suffer
For the future.
when you are old. After 60 years, they want you to suffer. So if you will sit down for someone, to work for someone to get the money, na at the train, na wakufie, akusu, dia. Understand? Wala.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too. You've heard it all. Meant now on Casa show now that you near show. Pension is very, very necessary. So make sure you contribute. Make sure you register with SNIT today and start contributing for your own sake. This has been tagged. Bears with me, Jasmine Ayungo. We'll end it here. If you have comments, you have suggestions, whatever concerning what has been discussed so far, you can go on our social media handles on TikTok, Facebook, WhatsApp, wherever you can find us, all at TAG TV. Make your comments and let us know. Share your experiences as well and your knowledge as well. This is where we'll end it. Next is Social Trends with Dr. Samson. Stay tuned.
Good morning, cherished viewer. This is Trends and Vibes segment on the Morning Express show. And today I am Abigail Ifia Owusu-Bempah and I am standing in for Dorcas Samson. Now on today's segment, Ghana's gospel legends, Daughters of Glorious Jesus, have teamed up with renowned worship leader Sandra Boachidia on their newly released single, Biemeni. This song is a powerful song and prayer and spiritual awakening, which was released on June 5. So the song goes like, Bienveni mami huerade, biemasoma mintewase. You can stream it on all the social media platforms and be inspired. Now, before we move on, let me give a spotlight on Daughters of Glorious Jesus. So Daughters of Glorious Jesus is one of the Ghana's most celebrated gospel music groups, and this group was formed in 1989, and it's an all-female trio consisting of Cynthia Apiedu, Edna Sapon, and Monica Osu-Ansa. Now, they began this ministry through music at Resurrection Power and Living Bread Ministries and have remained influential in the Ghanaian gospel music for over 3 decades. Over 3 decades, they've kept inspiring believers, they've kept stirring up believers, their faith in God, rooting them up, and also stirring them up for what is ahead. Now, they've also produced songs like Ehintabia. I'm sure you've heard about Ehintabia. Let me give you a freestyle. It goes like, Nyotyo susu hine Ehintabiano. Yes, I'm sure you've heard about this song. This song was produced by Daughters of Glorious Jesus. There are other songs like Wontaban and then Asidabe, Ninya Yehui, Asidabe na memfa. Yes, so these are some of the songs that have been produced by the Daughters of Glorious Jesus. Now let's move on to today's viewer's verdict. Now on today's viewer's verdict, a young woman says she constantly feels like she's falling behind in life. Do you know why? Just because her friends on social media seem to be succeeding at everything. I mean everything. She sees them buy new cars, goes on vacations, businesses, and expensive lifestyle. That is, they're living a luxurious lifestyle. And then months later, she discovers that some of those same friends who are heavily in debt, they are in debt. They are borrowing money here and there. They are struggling financially behind the scenes. And now she sits down and it dawns on her. And she says, now she believes that social media often shows highlights and not reality. Now, has social media created an unrealistic expectations about success, or should people simply stop comparing themselves to what they see online? What do you have for us today? What is your comment? What do you think and what is your view? Let us hear from you in the comment section. This has been Trends and Vibes segment on the Morning Express Show. I am Abigail Ifia Osubempa, and as I said earlier, I stood in for Dr. Samson. See you. Back to Henry Agbozo.
Coming up. What they say, Jumeko bebre, Eddie, any pepi, a hodo, etu kwan call Miamia bebre. And I'm a pay about bedim como after Jumeko bia. Omutimi way, ye pa. Omudin any champion traveling agency. Champion traveling agency. And in Siena, Omumpenny for Bako Ewaha, aye friend of Safo Evans, Onona, oye Omokasa, Mafo Ebekan say PRO. Open Safo, Memo Aquava. Let you to say. Wow, great. You can't Champions Traveling Agency. Moya wine a bien so and a moye.
Okay. You can't Champion Traveling Agency. You do an amount for because a travel and tour, but there is a difference between travel and tour and traveling agency.
Okay.
Yeah, traveling agency. You don't go for two coin.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, any travel and tour for any no.
Okay.
Na ye juma abayama to me krata say it me this adwuma no.
Okay.
Enyo bia na ye bema no to me krata so betimi do bia to kwan. Ba ye den de aban sa hyase a ya gi to me krata che say ye wo ho kwan say ye visa processing man ko for mo betimi to kwan.
Okay.
You know, a champion traveling agency.
Wow, champion traveling agency. Na amai best sa na betimi abo bia ma na kro. We are for na na more baby ama hodengo. Africa, Europe, and America nkwa.
Okay. On say the bia man for ba and we are for na yedobeko. But champion traveling agency apart from Europe. Yem ko baby.
Okay. That means Europe na
Europe nkwa na di adwuma.
Okay.
And Europe no kra no so no US yen koye visa ma wo say ye de ukotena US ama akoye adwuma right now.
Okay.
US de no a business trip.
Okay.
And I say vacation bi, and I say holiday, and I say bia school dia. Bit my visa na But Europe nkrobi ti say Finland, Norway, Spain, Denmark, Germany. Some crony nyina de so wo pe ho visa. Na say wo di wani piem wo Champion Traveling Agency.
Obetimi asort no.
Your visa in 2 months da.
Wow. I
say
see.
Because you process visa amount. Na 2 months.
Even see that.
I
see. Champion Traveling Agency. Now packages are hold up and more. Or baby say send your kind and yet travel and tour.
Okay.
But are there packages? Ebi am pese me kopejuma mini passport ana visa say and more various packages are. Obi ba ebi ebusuakuo ana nkrankra suku forma kom ho abom. Packages are hold up and more.
Your packages no. Ye de no baby here ye pay visa no.
Okay.
Visa no ni here.
Okay.
Passport, birth cert, and kabeya and kame advice will say ko passport office.
Okay.
Na koyo passport na fabra. Ude unyanya birth cert, passport ni wia. Visa no da. Na fabra Champion Traveling Agency. Sometimes we'll be saying my try my try 10 times 5 times afi ma bamabu. Obi kura ti me ka say me duru airport wona manima da no obanim but no ebema. Ni nyina no eye sa connection my phone e mu na esa ni mo no.
Ene zenga kwa yo sunsum se man.
Enya spirituality.
Enya sunsum se.
Me say obi a wo se wa try akwantu. So opisu tu kwan 5 times 10 times. Obi kura wo so ode nam asofo ni ade no. Sa nkofo ni hiom.
Okay.
Woman bi wa try na eye de ba na ode ne ko.
I see.
Wa try ya ne ba ni wi school wa try nipa ba yi. O se de me bia me ka say so obi di animu aye visa processing ama wa sa nipa kro no. Ebia no de wo ye visa processing ama wo no onim ho hwe.
Yeah.
E no wo ye. Enti wo ba ka say wa try. Ba broni krom kro no enti se Ghana.
Okay.
Ye busa wo question na wo yi ano. Wo ba krom ha be eden. Edi enti na wo ba ha sei.
Okay.
Nti sa nipa na wo di animu ayi sa nsem na no ama wo no. Wona se wani nkomo ya bu se ya refuse wo visa no.
Ti eyade amode amutimi ye niye pa.
Ye ni professionals na ye adwuma.
I see. What would you say are some of your success stories? Obetimi a share a few to encourage obi a ohwe. Say na work no bi ho a try in fact. But enipa ho do be na metimi ne o makọ adwuma sem ne ade ekoye momo o masetine mu. Share a few success stories with us.
We dey senka ebrem ema ye kwan ye mreni sua. Senka ebie phone lines a
come on for be friend pa.
Set active mu online. For ehwe mu pa. Enkofo bebre na edi o motu kwan.
Okay.
Other countries na ye de utu kwan ya de ma de bia no ye de ne yesonko ne say. Obi wo hono ma obetimi ayo bibia na wo de wotu kwan. Ba wo de kosi hono ma wo de wotu kwan na wi nti wo mfa ho bim.
Yeah.
But ye de ne say sisi en kan se menua wo pese wo ko Canada. Waba Champion adi visa amount wo de wo ko Canada.
Okay.
Wo hotel reservation shim.
Ni nyina
ni nyina shim. E bia en fa say hotel reservation ye be 1 week. 1 week na so. Wo kwai. Unim kan unko Canada o kwai.
Okay.
Enyi fa na wo ko pa adwuma wa him. Hotel no ason wo pia ko. Champion de ye de utu kwan ye make sure say answer na enka say ye aye successful no na wade wo ho.
Okay.
Enti say de utu kwan ya ye make sure say hotel reservation say 2 weeks that 2 weeks no esa won saka adwuma.
Okay.
Na wo so we dey wutimi nyeska e de wo ho.
Okay.
Enti wo ma ye de wo matu kwan ni bebre no say ye from mo say bia ye di nipa foforo e ba omokura bi na ekọ receive wo mo airport ne ade.
I see.
Because ye ni omo connections.
Omo mabo mama.
Amo matu kwan no.
Okay. O ka sare na obi bisa adwuma sem. Ebia dodo na akọ adwuma nti no moko. Na as part of what you do no, mo timi boa amanfo mamonya adwuma ana visa no nko a.
Ye de ne say de midin kaka no. Ye boa mo wunya visa ne wi a. Waji visa na wi na watu kwan no. Unkotena ho nkoda ye adwuma na wokoye.
Okay.
Ena bi nso ana wodi hie bia ni honom. Unim obia. Enti ede na obe say ye boa ema wunya bibi ye.
Okay.
Ema wu se won so ukoduru ye no wanya bia bia de atena.
Okay.
Eno ni ba ye nhyɛ da mpa adwuma nwu ho say ya pepe companies egu won mo twen Ghana for ma be adwuma
okay
dabi broni adwuma na ho ntwen obi
no correct
enti se ye de wo kwa wunim krom ho no ye nkofo no bia wo ho na be che say oh company we vacancy da
okay
enti ye prepare let em fanko
okay
what I say abrochi adwuma pe na enti se Ghana
okay
Ghana obi timi china free atimota kopim sa wo me onya adwuma ne enya sa na abrochi de ne tie
okay
ho no se ame no ka say se du tu kwa se sie a daycare ebu mental health nurses omo hwa adwin mu no omo kra de se ni hia
na chese mbetimi abo nipa no
eno de Finland, Poland, Switzerland, Spain any your friends say other countries no enuma bebre
okay
but Ghana for na ya no bebre na pe ye ko US ye ko UK but you will enkro bi wo hono ma woduru hono ma within 1 week ubenya adwuma ya ye betua oka
okay
so what I say
yeah
aha ba Ghana for bebre na na ye de pe UK ye pe Germany e ho nyina ye ne mom no me advice wo say a friend na wo tu kwan ni bi dia ye nhwe kura kwaso a ho beto wa nso benya wasomdwe
okay nti sabobo enkrokra e wo Europe a mo ma major baby ama ho de wo se ne mo kan na nya babia enti bobo nkro ni bi e bi obi hwe yen
sa o mu Dubai ne katakata no de ye nya ho adwuma
mat enti bobo nkro ni bi a mo ma major mo witimi abo bi ama na ko simple kra
na ma me mfa wintwim World Cup na man for free pa ya process World Cup visa
okay
ye de nse e du tu kwan mo akwa adwuma enti se ba ne so wo pe Spain Italy Germany Denmark your friend is say UK any European countries bia
okay.
Wo de bra champion
mate that's a very nice one the enti wa bobo enkro ni nyina afei se obi premechira kwan a ehe na wo office no wo number be no mo mfre a mo nsa be kam
minu am da say de bia ya na yetu enipa for say ebeye passing ka obetu na ma ba champion your office
okay
force obetima fragi enquiries no na mom no ye ho no unyina force nya registration okay be registration me gina force na masani ska na ba
na online so obi frame so fi champion obeye no online ama me sharp
ye de da bi sign pa kro no true for
okay
your office no won sawam
okay
sawam uptown
okay
overhead ho no ma usi ho no ma Sheffield station no sa ban so kese no eno na champion
okay
ye nkwaji container biansi baabia dan ya yewum no duru won ma atum se adwuma na ye
okay
ye adwuma so hote
all right
enti no ye number no na the screen so no
okay
fresh si am no kasai ofra empanyimfo office de wonti ase bia opese obusa bia no
okay
mbenya abotre no ma kirekire mu
all right
ama nso ohu se de obesha nso betime atukwan
okay obetime abo number na ansa na wako
ye number no okay mame mo ye number no sisi ye ubetimi afre me gusu ekase ya ubetimi afre ofra maba wa no officer 0246
okay
65 76 38
okay
0246 65 76 38 tuanamo na bransa wam overhead
okay
na ba champion traveling agency na oba ade ba ko de we minim say emre na
de odi wi kura
say ye yaw visa na etra 2 months na say visa na ma sabra baji usika
lia o kan azamdesi o bosumi mienu visa na ba betima baji
visa ko UK Germany Italy na say ye na 2 months ama
betima baji misika
ena yesika no so no say de ena unyi ni enti no tua 40%
okay
na yesase o visa no ba ansa na watua de aka
I see to be ba mo njini nyina ambo
dabi
obetua
40% out of 100%
e go through no the system number
o visa no ba ya na o de 60% number
yeah Mr. Evans na mention
kai say o ba o be registration
okay
registration go so ekoso last month nkofo a omo ye nyina omo visa ba ebinum ko this month de enso ashase
okay
betima be registration your number ni nie 0246 65 76 38
all right
and then your number you did you
that's bebre
yes we that's
na me insure pa eye ye nua bema Safo Evans ene no edi enkomo no ono no ye Champions Traveling Agency omo kasamafo APR senior kan ye no omadwumako no ewo nsanwam enti bombode ana frɛ omo number no ne omo enko didwuma obetimi aboa na wako Europe baby bia wo pese wo kro enye de beda da wo ni bi we de eye de aban age atum na wa ma mutumi krata so momfa enye adwuma bi entue hu tiawa ye besa basisi a.
Welcome back. This is the Morning Express on TAC Television, the official TV station of the Apostolic Church Ghana. It's time to say goodbye to you, but not without some birthday shout-outs.
Absolutely.
And so, this one is coming from Pastor Ken Noah Otubua to Mr. Philip Azuma of the AHWC Upper Room, Ashaman District. It says, I celebrate you as you celebrate your birthday. And from all of us, we say, happy blessed birthday to you, Mr. Philip Azuma.
All right, dear Wahanso Efri, a TAC Welfare Committee, and the TAC TV phone, and I wish you knew about Joe Nyakote will be at Juma, our headquarters, a Frafra, the Apostolic Church Ghana General Headquarters. Oh, boy, Juma, you papa. Any Joe, baby, I will be a CMO. I wonder, Panaman Cosway in Shroud, on your Cassiana, on page on Terawashimupa.
To Master Desmond Amwanu from your parents, Pastor and Lady Amwanu, wishing you a blessed birthday. Grow up to be a great man of God.
This one is going out from all of us here at TAC TV to our dear Mrs. Deborah Petu Styles, one who works also at the General Headquarters of the Apostolic Church Ghana, the Office of the Vice President. Sister Debbie, we say God bless you so much, and we love you as well. May God continue to expand your scope and favor you on all fronts.
Yeah. Before we say goodbye, Henry, two people special to me are celebrating their birthdays today.
Okay.
Lady Esther Atinyo, congratulations on your birthday.
Okay.
And also to Master Richard Righteous Nilai. Can you imagine?
That's such a long year.
God bless you all. I appreciate you.
All right.
And News in Brief is coming up, so thank you for staying with us here on the Morning Express. It's been an edifying experience with you watching us, and we appreciate your time. My name is Yesuto Gumenu.
And I'm Henry Agbozo. Don't forget to do business with us on TAC TV. Partner with us. Just give us a call, 050-409-5351. God bless you. See you tomorrow.